Hey, it's Russ Payne with Role Playing Public Radio. We're playing Rain, Nagalisitu. Session the 12 something, probably. In the last session, we liberated some people from a city.
Yes, you kidnapped a number of oligarchs.
Yeah. That have economic
who were
knowledge.
Unprepared for leech cats.
Yeah.
They will be helpful, I promise.
Part of the liberation.
Yeah.
Just fuck them. At this point,
So,
we give a fuck.
Now we're heading back to Nagalisitu.
Yeah, you headed back. You were given salutes by impersonating Newt legions.
Yeah.
Yep. That was creepy.
And you are at the portal. It has been cleared of the many crossbow bolts since you left. They're piled neatly outside the cave.
I really don't think they're reusable after hitting rock.
Yeah.
You can give them new heads.
Tips, and some of the shafts should be good. I don't know. Shit, man.
I mean, they're smart.
Well, they're military
They'll figure it
people.
out.
They're organized now.
Yeah.
So there you go. So you're at the portal. Do you go in first? Do you send other people in first? What are you doing?
We
have a slight inkling things are not well on the other side.
Actually, no. We're going to pull aside our one person who has an inkling.
Yeah.
If you guys are with me.
I'm with you.
It's interrogation time. Fuck it.
That got dark fast, but I already said it
No,
with you.
tell me I'm wrong. I mean, we need to know.
Oh, yeah. We need to know what's
And
going
somebody's
on.
been acting stupid suspicious.
Yeah.
It was Princess Sylvia with a scar on her face.
Yeah.
So I
Failed her
revealed
chip.
to you last
She's
time.
not even, yeah.
I know.
was-
It doesn't seem true. You
I know
very
what
much
she's-
look like her.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're going to step aside for a
I've
second.
already
Like,
revealed who I am, so.
you know, wave off. So, newest Tweenar.
You can call me Helena.
Don't care.
Newest Tweenar.
You have a lot of talking to do before we go back in because something's obviously wrong.
Things have been wrong for a long time.
That does not mean shit to me right now. Right now, I need to know what unholy fucking mess I'm walking back into once again.
You realize that given the time, because how long have I been
Are
out?
you being defensive instead of telling us things?
So, how long have I been out?
About 6 days.
6 days, so time frame.
160 years.
Yeah.
Again. Yeah. We've done this one. We know that
Yeah.
map.
A day's about 24 years.
We need information, and you have it.
No one you knew when you left is alive.
So please.
Except for Carmen, if you met her.
Yeah. Carmen's doing great.
Which
I'm
please,
sure
I hold
her
the
daddy
secrets.
made
Please.
introductions.
I'm asking nicely. We need to be informed.
All I can say right now is that
Are you holding information back?
No. Let her talk.
no, I am not. I've given you everything else that I was able to give you when we spoke previously. Primarily that that's like Carmen.
The hounds?
So, the hounds. And the hounds.
You didn't give us much.
So outside of the fact that there are factions outside within the family that are infiltrating different aspects of the royalty. You already knew this. The main line is that my family is part of a line of protecting. That's like the secret of Carmen, and at least spreading the what would be the true history of Nagalisitu. The only thing that is really kept is that there are some in my family who see this as antithetical to Nagalisitu's greater good, and are waiting for their moment to strike. But then again, I have no idea. The people that were part of that are obviously part of family lines that I may not even recognize the moment I go back in.
I need you to speak plainly, please. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be, rude, but I need more than this. We need actual facts. Otherwise, we're going to waltz back in. Who knows what's waiting for us? Firing lines? I don't know.
Okay, so before I go any further, is anything I'm saying right now, is that going against what you've already written down? Okay, so...
What do you know? Just tell us everything.
So you are with the pro-Carmen faction?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
So that I'm sitting on that side, that she's there, although I'm under the caveat that I'm trying to find some release for her at the end of everything.
Okay.
So,
Still carrying on the The quest.
The family tradition of guilt.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Okay.
but that's like bringing you is the final. That's like a final completion step of this. And if we work this correctly, that means that we have a powerful ally that will still allow the last corruption of the forgot his name.
Steve.
Yvette's.
Yvette's.
It's like Yvette's plans going forward as a massive undermine to what he is doing. Because outside of this, once the field finally goes down, and the Nagalisitu is reintroduced in the
To be
world.
clear, Yvette's was long dead before you were born.
So that's true. I'm going by family history though.
Okay.
So that's the only reason I know that. So this is family history, but that his will, this plan, was to make Nagalisitu a warring power to conquer all other states. We do not want this.
You don't want this.
My family doesn't want this.
Right. They
Yeah,
tried to kill
Dwemer
me.
was kinda
Thank
soft.
you. Appreciate that.
Some of the people.
To be fair, your grandfather did try to kill me.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
His wife
Yep.
didn't like you either.
Also, and I will say that this is part of the family text. They refer to you as a massive tool.
Well,
Well-
to be frank, the difference between us is you are literally actually a tool being used by somebody else.
Oh,
But the fact of the matter is that he was giving me so he could use you in your plan. So
we need to know everything before we step
Yvette's
in.
plan was not to go war, was to soft power by impersonating royalty and taking over in a silent coup, not actual invasion.
Probably change though with
Yeah.
his followers.
We need to know exactly.
Well, yeah,
what we're walking
we don't
into.
know though. Like,
internal coups lead to war. That's like wartime. That's like power gathering.
Are you telling us this, or
so does anyone want to kill us when I go over?
That's what I need to know. Blunt answer: yes, no.
No, they still see you as they still see your line as again the immortal outsiders, but the outsiders nonetheless. So
Great.
It is at this point, but you realize this carries only weight as idols, icons, nothing more.
yeah, we're probably
Other question, very
We got
important.
it a long time ago.
How did they fuck up my book? That's an honest question.
We were really drunk when we got that.
One of your commissioned officers has come up to you
Yeah.
and bowed. Immortal General Scarl!
Report.
Might we continue through the portal, sir? Every second, our descendants die!
I understand the stress that the soldiers are going through right now, but we are currently gathering some intelligence and preparing for what we will find.
Forgive my insolence, sir! For Nagalisitu!
For Nagalisitu.
For Nagalisitu!
After the guy walks off,
There is an angry chant.
After the guy walks off, I am so
Angry
glad.
chant?
I am
Yeah.
so glad.
No,
I missed a
they're
year.
like trying to keep it together, but like they would really like to get in the portal.
Right.
Because it's awful out here. It's just a bunch of dickheads that are into bits of metal that they call coin. And for some reason we died to kidnap them. It was dumb. They'd really like to go back home.
After they walk off,
Aren't you entertained?
Yeah.
after they walk
Look
off,
how shiny it is. I'm definitely glad all my friends died for it.
Scarl,
Yeah.
to be honest,
Yeah.
I don't envy you. I am so fucking glad I was disgraced.
Yeah. I'm sure you
I mean,
are.
gotta be honest, really. No, it's such a fucking relief.
All right, Klingsor.
Anyways, so that being said,
So no one wants to kill us. Carmen wants it. What is Carmen? Okay, so what is this peaceful plan as opposed to the what? How is it different from the doppelganger plan?
You had to ask me that.
Yep.
yeah.
We need to know these things.
Hey, you can say whatever you want, because that was the plan as of 124 years ago.
That's true.
125.
We need something.
Yeah.
Give us anything.
Yeah.
126.
Yep, pretty much.
Admittedly,
Do I hear 128?
All right. All right. Yeah. Let's.
Yeah, sorry.
admittedly, the plan not is going through was part of the agreement with Carmen herself that we kept her safe, we kept Lily and Aida safe,
Yeah.
and in return for her producing the literature, the true history, as we kept her entertain with others in particular, not in any other ways that you would think, but just somebody to talk to after all of these years. We found that part of her old personality still requires some companionship, and she relearned that after. That's like being among other people again who weren't her.
Okay,
playthings.
okay, we get that. So what is her plan to deal with the outside world?
The purpose of this was to initiate one piece of old magic that she found. Once the barrier broke, she would sacrifice herself and cause a mind wipe around the rest of Nagalisitu.
Who does that hit?
Everyone.
In
Ourselves?
Nagalisitu?
In Nagalisitu.
Us as well?
Anybody within
What
its
about
boundaries.
the kingdoms surrounding us?
Anything within Nagalisitu's boundaries.
So
What about
How does that-
Aide and
Lily?
Lily?
I have no idea, since that magic is, again, beyond my
So if it's going to
understanding.
hit us,
but
It would, if you are within its bounds.
So if we stay,
yeah.
we all bink.
And Nagalisitu is a sovereign nation existing for years on end, that's like separate from the outside world, but welcoming to others within its borders. That was the
So
hope
basically,
plan.
she can make every kingdom in the world think that Nagalisitu's always been here.
do you have
That's
a
the
line
plan.
of communication with her when we come through?
I can take you to the hiding location.
That's important.
Okay. So
All right, let's go. Let's.
Do it? Yeah.
Yeah.
wait, before we go, what do we think of this plan versus the doppelganger plan?
It sounds like fairy tale dust to me, like just absolute bullshit. But
At this juncture, I don't even care. All I care about is...
So we're going to let Carmen try it?
I don't know. But at this point, what I don't want to deal with is a bunch of rowdy soldiers.
All right.
So let's go to our pomp and ceremony,
Okay.
and then we will disappear and figure this out on the other side.
All right.
Actually, keep talking for a second.
Okay.
Fucking hell! All right. fine.
Thank you.
All right. So yeah.
We got to line up first. Remember,
All right.
we got to practice our running into this. We don't want to
Yeah,
be
you
stabbed.
do have to get them into the onboarding
Oh,
procedure.
yeah.
Forehands.
Yes.
Are you okay with this?
It doesn't really matter what I'm okay with, because no matter what plan I would come up with, it is wrong. Most of my plans involve murder, and you have informed me that that is not good. So I'm just going to go along with whatever you say, and Mr. Sweetie Snout over here and I are going to retire.
Okay, so if
Who's
Mom
a good
decides that she wants to wipe your brain,
this is
you're
the
cool?
cat.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
You're cool with Mom brain wiping you?
What
We could
I
get
am-
out of the portal before she drops the bomb.
We figure it out. All right.
See, here's the thing. Whatever I am and am not cool with is immaterial. It's not going to make a difference in the long run. The only way I know how to deal with a sorcerer is to take this Marco Wheatle and take the head right off. That is not going to work against Mother.
Well,
We've established that.
actually, it would work.
It
But-
would work if you were willing to do it, but yeah.
Well, I'm making sure you're not going to, get weird on us. Right?
Okay.
Forehands has gone existential. Like it's
Yeah.
cool. Like
Yeah. We're good.
he
My duty is to
rolls
help
with the
the
tide. So
Yeah.
we're good with him. She clearly wants a coup. The
Yeah.
fuck did the three of us want?
My mission is to serve the
Well,
outsiders.
okay, number one, no horrible deaths or fate. So,
I'd like to
not
not-
being executed, not being in prison forever. That's number one.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's
I've
not
kind of
bad,
already been
but
through some of that.
honestly,
Freedom
So-
is number two. After that,
Also not bad.
Yeah.
I'd like to walk away, retire, and never look at this thing again.
Yeah, that's number three.
I would love that.
And number four is, well, I guess
So you're gonna
actually,
stay behind and just pray that you and Lily are soulmates and you recognize each other out at the blast.
I don't know. I'm going to tell her the truth, and we'll see what
yeah.
happens.
How effective is this mind wipe? Are we going to remember our
Yeah.
lives before all this Nagalisitu stuff happened,
What happens?
And
or are we without language or whatever?
This
Yeah.
kind of screws
the hope
Ella.
the hope of it is that anybody within there will automatically assume that their lives have been within Nagalisitu since its inception. That you
So
are.
we think we're native Nagalisitu people.
That is at least the hope of this.
All right.
And whatever connections that you have are up to you.
Or at the very least, you could become one with the beavers again.
There's no beavers in Nagalisitu. We've been over this. They killed Squeaky.
Well, you did establish the idea of the beaver.
Yeah, I did. God, I wonder how it's
Really
changed.
hard.
Yeah.
They may have created one for you.
They
In
might
your
have.
honor.
Is
Oh,
it going to
God,
be
have
good?
they bred beavers?
Have they figured that out?
That is amazing.
I don't think their sorcery is that bad.
Call it a bucky.
Let's assume nothing at this point and be surprised by nothing.
Okay.
It's a leechver.
Oh no!
A leech.
What has God wrought? Destroy it all. Burn
I
the
was going
portal.
to say, if you take part of a leechopus,
All right. So the plan right now is get through,
Yeah.
talk to Carmen.
All right.
All right.
Somebody's got to stay so that they don't start asking questions where the group win. So who
I
feels
have to,
competent in talking to Carmen?
I mean, I can talk to Carmen, but I need to see Lily, which probably means talking to Carmen.
Okay, so you're volunteering to go with
I mean,
the not princess.
Yeah.
You want to go too? Talk to Mother? Can you?
I believe that my purpose is not necessarily talk to Mother.
Yeah.
Put me in the second wave.
All right.
To
So you
aggressively
stay with me.
negotiate.
We're going to go be pump and stance, be big damn war heroes. Okay? You coming with us, or you going to go help talk and corral this whole nonsense?
I mean, I'm the only sorcerer now, so I'd be the one to be able to figure out if it works or not.
right.
All right, so you're going to
Again, I can
All right,
assist you
so
with that.
we're big damn war heroes. You guys can disappear. Go check on your fucking papers and stuff. All right?
enjoy the fucking parade.
Well,
It's about who
I think
goes
we're all
in
going to be
or,
in the
like, where
parade,
you go
but then
after
you
that.
guys can
Where
disappear.
we're going after that.
Do I
Okay.
really deserve a parade at this point?
No, you don't. But that's
I'd
that's
rather
irrelevant.
not.
There's a statue of you. You're in the fucking parade. Let's go. All right,
Fuck that stuff.
on board time.
All right, you get through. You open up into a clear mountain hilltop that is ornamented lawns and registered orchard trees that go out from the portal where it exists. The sun is shining. The cathedral is gone. You don't see it anymore. You see an enormous statue in front of you where the city once lay. Just staggeringly tall and incomplete, with an edifice of like scaffolding is still being built. It appears to be the lap of a robed person being built upwards, and in one hand they hold a mask with a smiling face, and you see that the figure is repeated in diagonal profile, and on vertical it seems to be going around. And it's the largest structure you've ever seen. It is staggeringly more huge than anything you've ever seen in the old world. It is
Damn it, Steve.
the effect of hundreds of years of work, and will be hundreds more before it is finished. Yeah,
Wow.
it was feet as you left. It is larger than you could have conceived. It was the folly when you left, and now it continues.
Wait, in place of the city? Is the city still there?
There is a yes and no. It is in the place where you saw the city proper in the old days. There is city around it, and as far as the eye can see, just in
Yeah, suburban sprawl.
yes,
Yeah.
a staggering level of beautiful buildings. The architecture is similar, but it is still beyond anything you could have ever conceived of in the old world, and it is sprawling in every direction.
Huh. Wow. What's it made? What's the statue made out of? Rock?
Oh yeah, stone.
Okay. Like
There are mountains that you kind of recognize from the horizon that are no longer there.
Mask in hand. What do you call? Is that Steve or is that Carmen?
I think that's maybe sort of an amalgam, a symbol of their whole doppelganger plan.
Starman?
No, I don't think it's Carmen. I don't think they would have made that if the devil.
Are you sure? She's had time.
I mean, I don't.
It's not holding a little ball in his hand.
Yeah, yeah. I
You
think
don't
the
know.
mask kind of indicates it's all about the whole thing about like impersonating people, and this is where theater nerds have taken over.
So it's hell.
Down.
So is there anybody around us?
There is a single woman waiting for you.
What is this woman like?
She is in simple robes. She is praying at what appears to be a small altar in front of the portal. She sees you, and she's sort of, wiping her tears away.
What's the altar of?
It is just a small altar of the sun, of, seer.
Oh, yeah.
It is very simple, far simpler than the cathedral that existed before.
Okay.
Rather austere in comparison. And she sort of, wipes her tears away, and she sort of stands and waits for you to come towards her.
All right. We should go over.
Yeah.
Hello. It is us. I'm Castor, and that's Langdon. You probably know us.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Kai. What's your name?
My name is Steor.
Steor?
Yes.
So were you just praying, or is this your shift to watch to see if someone comes through the portal?
This was the day that I chose.
The day that you chose. That's okay. And what did you choose this day?
The day that you would return.
Oh, well, good job. You chose well.
I am very lucky in that my experiments and calculations were correct.
Oh, wow.
So they did go for the Silver City and capture the oligarchs?
That is correct.
I was laughed at in the academy for thinking you were right, but I'm glad my faith in you was rewarded.
Wow.
At this point, what the fuck are you surprised at?
You are real. It's really impressive. Can I just not be impressed by her?
You be impressed all the fuck you want.
Okay.
I'm just in constant state of unease at this point.
Well,
Listen, if cigarettes existed, my character would be like,
yep.
yeah.
fuck all of you.
So when you say that they were laughing at you, were they laugh riots?
No. But my name is unimportant. You may refer to me as Director General, as that is the title I have earned by being here on your time of arrival.
So are you like now the leader, kind of like Yvette's was?
I would never seek to be so great.
Okay.
But what is the equivalent? What is?
I will be in charge for the remainder of my lifetime towards composing the performance.
The performance of impersonating the royalty in the real world.
The performance necessary for Nagalisitu to survive.
Some of us are of less importance. We might excuse ourselves while you go about the important business. We have other things to attend.
Well, can you just give us a little sit reps about what's going on right now? Like what the overall arcing plan is?
So you have brought these oligarchs, these obsessed with money, so that we might learn more of the nuances of this craft.
We'll get through in a day or so.
I will post haste, assemble the. I assume that they got them by force.
Oh yeah,
That is correct.
yeah.
Yes, the historical record suggested as much. I will assemble our intelligence division so that they may be debriefed, and their roles may be written as quickly as possible, and then we might explore them for possible permutations. Is there enough of the Silver City to engage in a possible?
That's a question.
Redirection of the plot, or will we need to reset?
It was on fire when we left.
That will make the writing far more easier. Yes.
Yeah.
Quite good.
Have you figured out when exactly Nagalisitu is going to like merge with the realities?
We are seeking that every day.
Okay.
The ziggurats and the plinths. We are seeking to understand the sorcery of the masters more and more.
Yeah. Okay. So you don't even have like a guess of that yet?
No, we assume it will be larger than the Lordless Bog because in your wisdom you expanded the border. It turns out the border was not only for the master's experiments, but was the border of the mountain range. So much of Newt, Vigia, Chan, and Yi Chan will now become part of Nagalisitu as it has been expanded. We seek to expand it more as we've grown far beyond even the expanded border. So we wish to...
growing, huh?
Yeah, we are seeking to understand the sorcery of the masters. We are getting close.
Oh, wow. And do you have any idea what the effects of that merging is going to be? Is there's going to be any sort of natural disasters?
Oh, it will be disastrous.
Okay. Yep.
For them?
Yeah.
Oh, for all.
Okay. So.
We shall have to retreat to the interior for the safety of our people.
Huh. Great. Okay. So our Sylvia, I guess that's your real name, isn't it? You were just named after the person you're supposed to be, right? You don't have another name?
I have given
Helena was killed, and yet she refused to live her role. She is unique in that.
Okay.
Despite the fact that I served my purpose, I remained Helena. That's like Helena.
Hold on.
This is a matter of some debate amongst her family.
Oh yeah, we probably need to go talk to them at some point.
That's fine.
But history is often mistaken as entirely predictable, and yet there are moments of, say, creative inspiration in the writing of it, such as yourselves, that must be accounted for. I am very grateful to Seer for showing me these moments of inspiration and predicting the day you would return.
Yeah. So I guess there's not going to be a parade or anything. We can just go around, see what's going on, talk to people.
We wanted to comfort you. Which stage city would you find most comfortable for your housing?
Stage city. So all the different countries.
Yes, we must live the roles to truly inhabit them.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yep. Can we talk amongst ourselves about that?
Certainly, I shall retreat. I must speak to the monks and tell them that the Director General has been chosen.
Yeah, of course we can't get. Yep, can't let that not be chosen.
Congratulations.
Yep.
She retires.
Good job.
Yeah, talk about yourselves.
Yeah. All right.
Listen.
So
Talking to Carmen, finding Lily, figuring out what the fuck's going on next.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done. Everything is fucked. Let's just move
This
forward.
is why I want. This is why we were looking into the plan of the wipe to begin with, to make sure that that the doppelgangers that they decide to make are not completely overrunning everything.
yeah, I'm kind of concerned about them rediscovering the Master's magic. That is a bit concerning.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's
nuke
not-
it. Just nuke it. Let's go.
Let's nuke.
I'm on.
The question is,
I'm on board with nuking
who?
it.
How?
Yeah.
What do you have that will wipe that out? Because
Well, I
there's
mean,
too many
maybe
people.
Carmen. Yeah.
Again,
No. Carmen's not going to continue it. I don't think that was part of her plan at all. It's the other people getting too curious and finding the old shit.
No.
That she was preserving. They are expanding. Therefore, from what I can tell, Carmen's not the problem. They are.
No, I
and
agree.
that's why we were bringing up the point.
They're going to make it. They're going to make it happen all over again.
But that's why we brought her in. That's like the talk to sacrifice herself with the power
So
that she's gained in order to reset.
Like I was saying, we talked to Carmen.
All right. So let's
Easy.
let's just go. I mean, let's just go.
Y'all can figure out your parade
So,
next. I don't give a shit.
That's like from where I can tell. I saw this being built up, but do most of the streets and everything look more or less the same from where I left them?
Oh, yeah. You can, parse what's going on. Wow, that's a much cleaner and smaller version of a seeing tablet than you ever had as a child. Oh, God, the features on it, just staggering. But, you can tell what it's for. Obviously, you're communicating.
And I was also meaning by navigation, too, because I'm going to take these two to Carmen's location.
Oh, yes, your estate is well established. You would be very alarmed if that moved.
Okay. So
you're the House of Dwinar, yes.
Okay. So I will.
Fucking backstab you motherfuckers. Anyhow, I have every reason to say that. Anyhow.
So, but in any case, I will take you two. You three may deal with the general commander as she is, and we will let you know as soon as I have. As soon as we have discussed anything, and
we too will be speaking with the Commander General most likely. You three are going to Carmen.
Yep.
which is just what I said.
Right.
You
Three.
pointed
the wrong number.
Pointed the wrong people.
You
Yeah.
said 3 people for the general commander.
Anyways, so
Tomato, tomato.
Who's that standing behind you?
You don't know what you're saying. God damn it! Everything's fucked. We're all dead. Anyway.
So I go up to her and I'm like, yes, show me Vigia. Show me the Vigia, and I'll have my estate there.
Oh yes, we shall go, Immortal General Scar. It would be my joy. There is actually a funeral going on. Would you wish to witness it? It would be a great honor. It is quite an important role.
Yes.
Yes.
We will. Myself and Forehand shall attend. My compatriots are tired, so Helena is going to host them. No.
Yes. So you head off. She takes you. You are going to the house of Dwinar?
Okay. I'd rather not, but because frankly everything is spiky, and he did try to kill me. So,
Can you really hold that against somebody? Like just one murder or two.
holding something against somebody. Weird.
Wait, when did Dwinar try and kill you?
Well, his wife did.
No,
Dwinar was going to slap brace
No,
him.
Dwinar was trying to kill me
He
with
had the
magic.
he had
His
the,
wife did promise
gravity or whatever.
Dwinar-
No, I had the slap
Make
bracelet. I never
Dwinar
got
promise
used
to
on
get
it.
my head.
Yeah, but you were
But
going
he
to.
didn't do it.
No. He tried, and I fucked him up. Okay.
But no intent.
So
I remember that.
Yeah.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
What I'm saying is, I have little trust for the House of Dwinar, which is
Yeah,
why
but
I want to
Caesar
go
was
to.
murdered over the course of a couple of hours.
All right.
But what I would like to do is, as soon as possible, again, it's out of here, nothing personal, but yeah, what I would like to do is, as soon as possible, talk to Carmen.
Okay, that's the house of Dwinar.
Oh, God damn it. All right.
There is no Carmen.
Only Dwinar.
I am
The director general.
I'm just gonna walk-
did you mention Carmen to the
Oh, no.
director general?
No.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, she's not telling you about Carmen.
All right.
So,
Waltz into the house and pee everywhere. No, joking. Dude, you would do it half a second. Trust me.
all right.
So the only one acknowledging Carmen's existence is Helena
Yeah.
Not gonna
slash
say
the
it.
failed Sylvia.
Well, the director general didn't mention her,
No.
If she ain't mentioned, I'm just like quietly noting to the
and
side.
we didn't
of the
mention it to her. So yeah,
game.
we're
Here's the
secretly
failed
going off to
Sylvia.
try and
Yeah.
see if Helena,
We need to find Carmen.
our new Sylvia can
Yeah.
find.
The director general looks at you as, are you coming to the Vigian stage?
No, I wanted to go. I like Dwinar. We talked sorcery and stuff.
You wish
that's
to
like-
visit.
Yeah.
They wished to visit the house of their it's like of my grandfather.
Yeah.
The house of Dwinar is a house of great skill. They will be able to treat you well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah. I just wanted to.
Though all will here in Nagalisitu, as we owe you forever.
Yep.
So find the house you wish, and it would be profane of anyone to deny you anything you ask.
Well, thank you very much. We did just sack a city for you.
As you walk off. You know, that
it was
attitude was
kind of
great
scary.
early on. It's a bit late now.
Yep. Anyway,
Moving on.
how is the beaver motif still being continued
Oh.
in the architecture?
Not terribly. As you know, it's difficult to. Well, actually, they're terrifying. Imagine a beaver as a gargoyle, like a beaver as a creature you've never seen,
So it is the least
and so it just if you take artistic license with it,
Yeah.
that just becomes the new beaver.
Yeah.
Imagine that just for
100 extra.
14 generations.
They understand that it felled trees, so it's like 8 feet tall with muscles.
So
like,
yeah, it's used to guard buildings from evil spirits.
I have a different related question.
all right.
Have dogs become the official rats in this thing? Because apparently last time they were fucking useless. Yeah.
Well, they just made them like it for companions. They didn't have like
Right.
war
So what
dogs.
happens a few hundred years later of not giving a fuck?
Is it just
They use leech cats for most things regarding, war, because they're much better at it than dogs. So imagine like the
you went
pug
crazy, so.
yeah?
plus 500 years of selective breeding. They're
rats.
they're sickly looking.
They're
like,
lap rats.
Yeah, they're floofy. and incapable of surviving in the wild.
I gaze upon them with hatred.
You don't recognize most of them as dogs, but exotic new vermin that people seemed fond of. But it's hard to get a view of them as everyone keeps bowing as you pass them.
I hide behind everybody else.
Yeah, you see depictions of yourself in various places. Like you are both, depicted in sort of like a photorealism in various churches that you pass throughout the just sprawling urban city with extremely busy streets with wagons that move of no discernible means. You don't even see the veeves on them or what animal power could be using to move them. It's alarming. You also see sort of cartoon versions of yourselves on various businesses. So there is a certain place with a picture of Castor. It's sort of like a drunken like Bashadas where it's selling the apricot spirits. And it's sort of named after you in a script you can't read. Yeah.
Please say there's a Dweenar muffin shop.
Oh, all bakeries are basically Saint Dweenar's. There's basically a monopoly on muffinry.
Four Hands Sporting
Patsy will be
Goods.
listening to this beforehand, but draw
Four Hands
that-
War Clubs, like for your finest clubs and cades.
Actually not, but that is the local team of the Keiku experts.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
I will quietly attempt to figure out if my book has been corrupted. It probably has.
Oh, so you want to go to a library?
Yeah, I'll find my book.
Roll lore.
Find my book. God damn it.
How many dice do you need?
That's just 2 fucking dice.
Well, you have a chance of succeeding.
Yeah, 10%.
Double 5s. Fuck. I know where my fucking book is. I know what it looks like.
All right.
How bad is it? What they fuck up outside of everything.
Which edition do you want?
I'm going to walk into a bookshop, not identify myself, pull every edition down.
No, you're identified.
Okay, in that case.
There's not.
If Abe Lincoln went in to get the Gettysburg Address, we'd be like,
I'm
that's
gonna be
fucking
honest.
Abe Lincoln.
Lincoln, yeah, let's get you one.
This
Yeah.
is like
I
if
think
Jesus.
it's more if Ernest Hemingway.
So there's not a
walked in
bookshop.
and
There is a
got
library. You take what you need.
I walk in.
The librarians are alarmed
pull down
and
all the
bow
books,
when they see you.
pull down all the books, start flipping them open, comparing editions, comparing what I know I wrote months ago, and just start looking at them. Demand a pen and ink.
Are you examining the books or just finding the books to rewrite them?
I'm fucking examining the books as I look through them.
All right.
What did they fuck up?
It's rather odd. There is both the old account and the new account. So there are historical versions that are considered heretical and open to academic interpretation, and there are multiple versions of it post your arrival back at the capital with Cheska. Your version is sort of considered sacrosanct religious text. However, there are multiple versions of it that appear that go backwards. There are versions of it that account for huge swaths of history that you were not present for. There are occasional references in that, but they are all given to you as the author, as the immortal steward of Nagalisitu.
I'm going to be a rude son of a bitch. I'm going to go through, find the swaths, start crossing shit out, ask who the fuck authorized this. This is going to be the equivalent of Jesus coming back, looking over the Bible, and saying, "I didn't say that. What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm doing that because I can.
Many of the librarians are taking what looks like obelisk stone tablets and pointing them towards you, and then going against their eyes, and then slapping them against their heads again. Many people on the street are doing the same.
I am again. I am.
No.
The author, I'm just going to say the author has resurrected himself. Authorial intent comes back, motherfucker. I am literally just going to do that for a bit.
An older man comes to you. He's like, "Yes, my liege."
I'm just looking over things, seeing what's changed.
Wait, don't we have a? Aren't you missing the forest for the trees? We do have another.
Your
thing.
immortal account in the pilgrimage is as it ever was. We have separated the apocryphal texts.
I never urinated on a dog.
That I'm aware of.
I know I didn't. I was sober.
Certainly, yours. Would you wish to lay down a new revelation on the history of Nagalisitu?
I will tell you what. Once I'm done with some business, it happens. All right. It's coming. Soon to be announced. Walk out.
Giving them a teaser? Is that it?
Fuck yes.
He's just doing some marketing now.
This right here is why I have never learned to draw words.
Walk out. Cry. Openly.
Did you want to the apocryphal texts, or?
I am the apocryphal text.
Actually, by definition,
No. You are listed as the author of all of the volumes pre your arrival back. Everything afterwards is the apocryphal text.
Yeah.
Is like, would you care to resolve the controversy about the pre-apocryphal text?
I'll be back for that. I'll come here.
You may have an edition free for anything. So you need trade no labor for it. You have labored enough.
I'll return. I have business first.
how's my newspaper, by the way?
Yes.
The Daily
Oh
Beaver.
God.
Oh, it's still in circulation.
Nice.
Though the tablets it circulates on are odd.
Yeah.
It seems, I mean, just
Can I have a tablet?
inefficient.
Can I just ask somebody for a tablet?
That's mine.
Okay. You don't want to give it to me, that's fine.
I worked very hard for it. It's just,
I know. I was just asking. If you don't want to give it to me, that's fine.
oh my! You wouldn't. You're from the Daily Beaver comes to the tablet.
Mhm.
The tablets are not circulated.
Yeah, I know. I don't.
It
have
comes
a tab-
through the air.
I know. I understand sorcery. I don't have a tablet. How am I supposed to get the Daily Beaver now if I don't have a tablet?
Yes, you may have a tablet. Like
Oh, yeah.
a
Thank
woman
you.
hits up you. You do not know yourself. Oh yes, yeah.
I'm gonna roll
We
sorcery
literally
to try and
have
understand
hundreds
it.
of
Oh,
them at
God.
the estate.
So Castor, how's the old reg?
I don't know. Let me figure out how this contraption works.
God, I should
let's-
never ever put words down.
Beat it against your head and it brings things up.
Nines, tens. Yeah.
It's not sorcery,
Okay.
but it works
Yeah.
sorcerously. There are pictures of you in the library. Outsiders return. Review apocryphal text to make sure they are preserved. Like they're writing stories about things that happened minutes ago.
There's just going to be a picture of me looking at the tablet. Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't see any Vives. You don't know how the energy is transferred. It's light, but you don't know what kinetic source. Do they have slaves?
Yeah.
Perhaps running on treadmills to fund the light on the magical sorcerer's tablet. But how does it do the precision of the imagery? It's
Outsiders return. You won't believe what happens next.
Yeah.
Click on.
Yeah.
Sorcery gone too far.
This is terrifying.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks. I'm just going to keep this now. Oh, God. We got to burn it all.
Castor.
Again, those are not as nice as those. These are much nicer than the ones that I had growing up. But that we have dozens of those at the estate.
How does it work?
You know how every time we walk to a place,
Actually, would I be able to explain it to
if
them,
a
or-
place is really pretty
No.
and we walk into
Okay.
it, it burns down?
Yeah.
You think it's going to happen now?
your tablets were wall sized on the sides of mountains.
We haven't talked to Carmen.
They used sorcerer's fuel.
Oh, okay. Oh, then it's like I'm not sure.
Sorcerer's fuel.
God, I hope there's not nuclear hellfire gremlins powering all these things. Running on a treadmill
You know
somewhere.
there is.
There's a silent scream somewhere.
Castor,
Yeah.
whenever I see something that I do not understand,
You break it.
no,
That's right,
I
right?
tell myself it is most likely Dweenar's fault, mutter the words foul sorcery out of my breath, and move on with my day.
That
Sorcery.
is kind of accurate.
There, see?
All
It
right.
works.
What?
It's
true.
Dweenar's fault. Let's
It's your
go.
bloodline.
Yes,
Your
but my
tablet gets a
grandfather told me
message.
of other
Yeah.
stories of stuff that you assisted
A face
with.
pops up of the person you took the tablet from.
Yeah.
See her furiously scrabbling on the tablet of the woman that the older woman that
You
hit her
don't
in the
know
back of the
me.
head.
Yeah.
Your grandfather
Okay.
did. I was
Hello? Hello? Yeah.
A book pops up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think
What
it
is
does like board games?
What's a board game?
Like chess?
Oh.
It is a game you play when you are
Checkers.
bored.
Yeah, I touched the book.
It's the pre-apocryphy.
Okay. The pre-apocryphy. Okay. I try and flip a page.
It is one page.
Okay. What does it say?
It is in a language you don't quite understand.
Yeah.
For those in the audience, Ross just shoved something into my face, a tablet into my face.
It's the new tongue.
Oh.
It was. It's
Are we
gotten
done?
quite elaborate.
Are we
over
double
the
plus
years.
good?
How do I understand at least the basics of what
You were taught it in school. It was an educational initiative, one of the last of EVETs. It was not taking widespread, but it was mandatory. It is the tongue specific to Nagalisitu. The tongue one learns primarily for thinking, tactically and scientifically, unlike the tongues of one's role. And you had to learn it as a second language. You didn't quite, you were born speaking Newt, like your parents, which is why you were so astute for the role you were given. But you can sort of parse it. The year listed is a year to bespoke the infinite. Which is unique amongst you've had to study the history of Nagalisitu as laid down by Klingser, the archivist, over the thousands of years of Nagalisitu's history. You didn't study the Apocrypha unless you wanted to. That was sort of like light reading of years since, but it is a you're very familiar with the pre-Apocrypha text. As it appeared very shortly after you left and caused much disturbance amongst Nagalisitu. It is a simple poem that was a single page that appeared mysteriously in all reprintings of the first legitimate canon text of Klingser as a preface until it was separated out because they found that no form of the printing could be printed without the poem being before it. And no one knows how it got there.
Awesome.
So, granted, does this have to do with my family secret? And
Your family suspects who wrote it? They are not certain, because they didn't have anything to do.
Is the poem something like Hickory Dickory Dock, a bunch of motherfuckers came in and fucked everything up?
Would you like to read the poem to them?
yes.
All right. There once was a woman. It was her job to carry sticks. She picked up every stick she saw. But one was a magic stick from a magic tree that made her live forever. She could burn her sticks to purge the blessed curse, but then she had no vocation, and thus she was no woman. So the sticks weighed her down, heavier and heavier and heavier, until every step was torture. To bend and collect the sticks was her identity. But to live was her curse. Still the woman bent, and the woman collected, and the woman dreamed of burning the trees, so there would never be a stick again. The weight of the wood and the weight of the dream, each grew heavier, but when would the scales tip?
Does any of this match up with the interviews with Carmen, where I meticulously wrote down?
Yeah, we need to
everything
talk
she
to
said?
Carmen.
Yeah. It's important.
Yeah.
But let's go there. That's like I'll take you there.
All right.
Yep. So anyway, you're on the way. Everyone, bashing tablets against their faces. So anyway, you are on the way. You're riding through the countryside behind the Director General. People are dropping to their knees before you.
I salute them.
In awe. The Immortal Legion returns! You see people furiously, getting ready and, dressing up little kids and, there's a bunch of people waiting to bow to you before they go pouring towards the portal to see whether great-grandfather has returned.
Go back. I reached out and touched one of them.
You can't touch.
I thought you'd like that.
Wow.
They see you as a living god, man. Director General.
Is
that child isn't going to have to cut an arm off, is it?
No.
Oh, thank God.
Do you wish to do a horse ride, or would you wish to reach the Vigian stage earlier?
Sure. We'll take a ride and see what has changed.
Yes, certainly. So she takes you to a
Ride,
place.
yes, horse, no. I've got my sweetie snout. It's okay.
Yes, we shall leave them behind. We should speak soon, Lord Fourhands, about your pets. But we must reach your home. They can be brought there.
That would be fun.
So she gets off, and she approaches what appears to be a wagon without a horse that is made entirely of metal. And there are people inside of it, and she barks at them in a language neither of you understand, and they all go pouring out.
That even remotely sound like we.
She holds up a tablet that held some sort of radiant symbol out of it, and they all just grovel to their knees and come pouring out of it, and she gestures for you to enter.
And what was that all about?
I have been awarded the symbol of Director General.
I see. So it gives you carte blanche over them, yes?
No, I merely plot the parts of their life they're not already in control of.
I see.
That would be a yes.
So
what manner of sorcery is this? And I tap the wheel with my great sword.
It should not bother you, a mortal general. It is a mere dalliance that we have come up with to pass the time in your absence.
I see. I climb aboard.
All right.
I am currently aboard the Leech Cat, and I will stay aboard the Leech Cat.
Four Hands has a noted history with sorcery. Do not mind him.
Yes. It is not sorcery, if that's what you understand it as.
There are wheels. There is no horse. Sorcery, foul sorcery. It's Dweenar's fault. I'm writing.
I understand. Are you aware of the historical knot direction? It is where we would have found the creatures of the burning eyes.
Remember when we went hunting the demons?
Yes.
It is yes, you understand. It is the face of Yvette's in the mask. It has been built. So in that direction, 2 days' ride, you will find us in Vigia.
It's going to move much faster than the Leech Cat, is it not?
I'm afraid so, yes.
Can we at least ride with the windows open?
Certainly.
Wait, hold on. Is Four Hands going to have like his head hanging out the whole
What
time?
is a
tongue
window?
Waggling on the wind? Because I'm down with that.
It is.
I mean,
the
his
hole along the
gorgeous
side that
locks,
the
like,
air
they look great.
comes out.
Oh, you wish no air to come in, or we can raise and lower the fields. Yes.
The fields.
The fields out
Jetsons
there, they
meet the
can go up
Flintstones.
and...
Yes, certainly. We will provide quite the breeze.
Scarl, tell me this is not a bad idea.
It is not a bad idea, brother.
Foul sorcery, it's Dweenar's fault. It's all Dweenar's fault.
Absolutely. Let us ride.
I'm entertained. I'm done.
All right, the wagon starts moving, and then it keeps moving, and then as you get off the cobblestones and into the still paved but less traveled road outside the city, it moves a lot faster. It's becoming very hard to hear. The fields are down, and the wind is very fast. You've never moved so fast. You're moving faster than Dweenar did as he dropped grenades on the fields of Newt. Your hair is... The Director General is sort of, putting, fingers in her ears as you go hurtling through the streets Past.
White knuckling whatever is
Yeah,
in front
it
of me.
is just dizzyingly fast. It is worse than the fastest gallop you've ever held on any animal.
If Dweedle were not dead, I would kill him.
I'm not sorry, Aaron.
Tiny Crystal pops up. This is my revenge on you assholes. Good day.
For what? You lived a charmed life. You did. Compared to the rest of us.
We did everything we could.
Except for those 2 years in the jungle. That wasn't that.
That was his fault. That was all his fault.
He dragged me for that.
Oh,
I suffered for his cause.
All right, it's been about an hour of just deafening wind. Your hairs are just streaked backwards. You go approaching. It appears to be a mountain that has been cleared of jungle clearage. You can roll scrutinize.
I'm gonna set it high.
Oh, that worked.
Yeah, 10s and 9s. What do I see?
Let's see. How many 10s?
2.
All right. So you went to Vigia?
Yeah.
So is that of Daryl the Squinty Eye?
That is Daryl the Squinty Eye.
It's his keep. It's literally it. Like, it's like the day you walked up there. It's the gates that you waited outside of. You see the stairs you fell down. You see the holes in the cobble that you hit as you went down the stairs. It's fucking, and then beyond that, you see more Vitria. You see the roadways. It sort of goes down off the mountain, like begrudgingly, because it can't maintain the terrain. But the cities are sort of landscaped to the exact elevations. It is just, it is a glass cosplay recreation of.
I regret everything. I want a cabin in the woods.
That's my plan.
Here's the cabin you grew up in, you know. Like,
God damn it.
No, I grew up in the big city of Vigio.
So do you wish to see the funeral? It's happening soon.
Yes.
It's on the outskirts.
Yes, of course.
which funeral?
May I ask, Director General, whose funeral will I be honoring?
It is, I believe the boy's name is Skitazy for now.
I see.
What will his name be after he is reborn?
He will be Daryl of Squinty Eye.
Can we punch him?
Anyways,
Would you?
move the scene on.
Yeah. So you're being led to a village on the outskirts of what is just fucking Vigia. Like it's daunting in its recreation. It's as if it's been transformed here.
Jesus.
All right. So you are moving through the city. You have a bit of a parade behind you as people are baffing these tablets against their heads, and follow you and whispering in strange tongues you've not heard before. Mm-hmm. But you're approaching an area on the outskirts near the battlefield that you recall, and you see the most palatial, gorgeous estate you've ever seen.
Caster, I must vent a tiny regret of our first visit here. We didn't bring hops.
Okay. I regret the whole war thing. And
All of it's terrible. It's everything. I think all of it could have been avoided with hops. Okay, is what I'm saying. Thank you for being very blunt about obvious shit that I was avoiding, that I didn't want to talk about.
okay.
Levity destroyed.
I mean, their booze is pretty good. I mean,
It's all apricots. It tastes weird.
I just wonder if they dug up all those corpses I buried, or that we had buried.
Probably. It's probably all fertilizer and who knows what. Flash powder?
Yeah, maybe it's a museum now, like all the people we killed. I mean, that would be interesting.
Well, that would be
Memorial.
that would be literally 99% of the population
What?
before now.
Oh, we didn't kill them.
We are kind of sort of responsible for that.
You're overplaying things. We're all bit parts in the history. Let's go meet the person we tortured for thousands of years, kind of.
We need to figure that out.
Yeah.
What to do next?
God, is this what my grandfather put up with every single day?
Yeah. Oh, is
You
it-
have no idea what he
Your
put out,
grandfather.
by the way.
Let me tell you stories.
No, that dude.
Did you actually meet your grandfather?
I did.
Briefly, okay. I don't begrudge you his behavior. Anyhow, so
Yeah, so you are traveling through just
you money, friends?
palatial estates, hedge mazes, just stuff like weird facsimiles of High Newt royalty. If High Newt royalty was like the Kmart of royalty in the old world, like oh, you think you've seen opulence? Ugh. Like it is just water features that have power from no source you can ascertain.
So this is original. This is not a copy.
No, it is a copy that has been improved upon.
Right. So it's original. It's It's
It is not trying to be
variation on the theme.
We call it Mega Versailles.
Yeah.
Megan Versailles.
Mega Versailles.
Wasn't he a
Opulence unbound.
Generation 4
And if you
transformer?
grab this particular
Aaron,
statue
what's
and
the
twist
actual
the
phrase?
head, it's going to turn
Opulent
into...
and-
I'm not saying.
on,
I'm
say
not.
it,
No.
say it.
Oh.
all right.
This place hasn't fallen yet. Fuck you.
It's going to turn into Becca Versailles, where it raises entirely out of the ground and turns into a robot to fight.
So a larger woman greets you on the steps where there are many people, up and down. You see monks of the church, very reminiscent of the old dress when you first arrived in the last era. Furiously running up and down and in a tizzy as they're moving about. But a woman in regal, queenly attire of High Newt, larger, is sort of standing on the stairway, staring down at you, preparing to greet you amongst many servants of the royal order, standing in her attendance.
So she's like her own person. She's not like the flawless simulacrum of a...
Nope.
Okay. Oh. Hello. I am Castor. You may have heard of me.
Yes,
Oh.
I have. Welcome to our home.
Oh.
The House of Duinar has been ever prepared for your arrival, and you are an honored guest for the ages.
Are you the head of household here?
Yes.
And what is your name?
I am currently the princess of the House of Duinar.
Princess of that. What do we call you? Just
I died and received this role.
okay. So princess. Yeah. We just want to come and say hi. Maybe it's got tea on or something. Like you could just relax.
I see you have brought Helena with you.
Yeah, she was quite helpful. The whole Silver City thing.
Do my graceful bow. So, that's like the descendants available from mother's side.
They are. You are welcome in this home, so long as the outsiders say it is so.
Yeah. Oh, was she in trouble for coming out?
I do not wish to disturb you. Our respected
She's okay
Castor,
until we say
with
she isn't.
our petty troubles.
I mean, it would actually put me more at ease if I knew, because otherwise I'm just going to be wondering.
Then let me go ahead and clear this for you at this moment. I became the shame of this family when I decided that my grandmother's face, my grandfather's face in the role that they wanted me to play was not my fate. And I took that into my own hands.
And what's your side, madam?
Oh. Okay. So, well, I forgive you of that. Does that count for anything?
Then we shall say no more of it.
Okay. So
it's fine then.
please don't.
Please enter our home.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, this is probably. Yep. All right. Let's talk about something else.
Rolling my eyes as I'm
Yeah.
walking past.
All right. So we go in. Have a nice time and just looking at Helena. Like, ooh.
All right, you
This
go
is
walking
not
through.
yours, but thank
You
you.
see lavish paintings through a grand hall and foyer of Duinar and Sylvia through the ages. And then numerous people you do recognize and then don't recognize. It's quite alarming.
Do the portraits have like little nameplates saying who they are?
Yes.
Who are some of the people I don't recognize?
It's just an endless streak of names, staggering in its height. The grand foyer is no less than 4 stories tall. And
Are these people
move upwards through stairs and stairs?
Are the people I don't recognize people from the outside world, or are they like Nagalisitu?
Oh, the people you do recognize are from the outside world.
Okay. People don't. So there's a lot of Nagalisitu.
Yeah, you recognize Lasishi and a number of Yichinese diplomats, but their names are wrong. And recorded differently. They have other family members with them, people that you don't recognize. You recognize a man. You don't recall his name. Maybe this is his name, but he's the inventor of the upswingatine. You recall a brief conversation with him, and that is his likeness. You recall he died shortly thereafter. It was alarming during the battle. Just like ancillary acquaintances that you've met throughout your life and major figures. The herald that introduced you to the Queen of Newt. Just
that guy.
A long series of people that are both unrelated and appeared flesh melded entirely with people from your life.
Okay, that's horrifying. Yeah, this is wow. You guys have.
It's like as if you met a different family, and like every other generation was like a kid you knew in elementary school, or your old high school gym teacher.
Yeah, very
or,
Truman Show-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is.
Klingsher, you are experiencing the same crippling deja vu.
I've given up.
You recognize members of your heraldry, and you've seen their children grow up, which is odd. But they've added many portraits since you've been gone.
Do they have them like arranged in order? So like there's like the 5 Lasishis, like Lasishi house, like in successon, or are they scattered?
Let's pause and actually see. I'm going to take a sideline with Aaron here.
While he's off, how much more levity?
Yeah.
If there's one chief regret I have of anything, I'm going to try this again before you get all weird and negative on me.
Oh, sorry.
I wish I'd just worn a mask the whole time, like an animal mask, and I just not be remembered for my name. I'd just be Man Beast. Man Beast.
Remember back when I was all about iron masks?
I know, you were right. Okay, no, granted.
Aw.
You were absolutely 100% right. We should have disguised ourselves the whole time.
Yeah.
Then we come back and find people impersonating us, and we can kill them.
Ooh, yeah, that's
that would happen.
Yeah, but that feels kind of weird. Killing yourself.
I'm kind of used to it by now.
So I just have to say,
everybody else is trying to kill me.
No, I'm not trying to kill you.
Well, no, you're fine. No,
thank you.
I am more certain than ever before this is Dweenar's fault.
But seriously, tell me it doesn't roll off tongue. Man Beast.
Maybe it does have a good nom.
Yeah,
it is a good nom de plume.
It might work better if you chose the beast, though, rather than
just Man
beast.
Beast. Pot beast, pot man.
I could have made an iron mask shaped in this form of a pig, and then have
Pig
sorcery
man.
up one eye of it to spew flames.
That would have been amazing.
Demon boar.
I could have
demon boar man.
Yes, no, we
Demon
could
boar
always
man.
just show up as the demon boars, then show backup as saviors against the demon boars.
Yeah,
that would have been great. We fucked up.
I think that we would need to put
on every level. Yes.
Actually, I think you're onto something with this whole demon boar idea.
Klingser, I know you're really hard.
I think it would have worked a little bit better
Yeah.
if you had put the demon boars in I don't know, a cloak that was red.
What if I took a cue
And
from
you
my old
told a
rival?
bunch of people that yellow would keep them
I
at
have
bay,
it.
right?
What if I took a cue from my old rival and I had a cod piece that shot flame?
Go away, Foreheads impersonator. We know he's somewhere else. He's a very good
flame
Foreheads
shooting
impersonator.
cod pieces. We would have been
All right, we
gods.
start again.
There we go, Odorous. Keep it up.
More like the guy from Wasp. Anyway.
All right. So are there rows of
Oh, you've kept it up. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, there's the one.
Okay.
There's people who look kind of like it, but then they not quite there.
See, Princess, I would have arranged them by person, like put all the heralds together, and then you could see them all compare and contrast them. Instead, you're mixing them up, and I can understand why, but I think it would be...
Helen is sort of fixated on a portrait that's underneath a stairwell on the first floor.
I go over and look at it.
Yeah,
What is
she's really fixated on a picture of a young girl with a family of unrecognizable people.
And does the girl look like anyone in particular?
I mean, you donate, you depict the Dweenar family resemblance, and this low, you imagine that they're probably a general generation. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So just sitting there, trying to, a hand hovering over that, not to, obviously put fingerprints on the oil painting here.
Is this someone? Is this the family you left behind?
Just very quietly to you, because
wow, really?
Just because you're off talking about a flaming codpiece. So,
it was a demon board.
Yeah,
we were talking about this on the side.
Grandmother, may I show you to your room?
Sure. Just to hear you. My eyes aren't my own, but she kept them throughout her life. At least that's the one thing I could give her.
Oh. We all make sacrifices. I'm sorry for your loss.
You do.
Great grandmother, you will be happy to know that we have all served Nagalisitu as you could not. By maintaining the house. Please, to your rooms. Then we might decide how you might best be entertained.
So turn around for a second, just smile at her. I've already had my revenge on you. Your barbs no longer sting. And just turn around and walk.
Wow. Like grandfather, like granddaughter. Move on.
Yeah.
The disgrace stings our line forever.
I win!
No, not really.
It all worked out. Kind of. Come on, let's just focus on the present.
We have something more important to do.
Yeah. Well,
the role played by she who became Princess Sylvia went to another house and was unforgivably behind. The performance will be far less believable. It is a tragedy that we hope will not ruin us.
Yeah. I'm sure if that's the worst that happens, you'll be fine.
No, that's like public shames can be forgotten with incentive.
All right.
Really?
Right.
So, back in good old Vigia, you are actually outside of the city walls, which seem sturdier and more well-built than Vigia now that you look at them. It seems like they want a sharp demarcation between the area that is the keep of Daryl the Squinty-Eyed and everything else. You see a village that looks very familiar. It is very much laid out in the simplistic format of the days, even before the church. And there is quite a feast going on. It's decidedly more decadent and definitely more sterile and sanitary. But it reminds you of the Blood Yam feast there, and the feast of the debate. There is people sort of rejoicing in the area, and then the music sort of stops as everyone sort of looks at their tablets, and then they look up at the director general and you, and then just drop to a knee, and the band's just sort of like stops playing as everyone bows before you.
I defer to you, Director General.
Rise. The outsiders have come, and they wish to see the noble sacrifice for Nagalisitu. It's like,
Clarification. Scarl is an outsider. I have always been of Nagalisitu.
Indeed, Forehands, yes. You are outside as the foundation of the earth supports us all. You are beneath and foundational to us. We could never call you one of us. To disgrace you so would be something we could never forgive.
That would be the one honor that I seek.
Yes, you shall have it. So she calls him, bring forth the noble hero of Nagalisitu. And so roll scrutinize.
Here.
Yeah, they've been seeking that for a while.
7s.
Give me potato salad. Let's see.
3 seconds.
3 7s, 3 5s.
Yeah, fucking duck.
Call that 4 8s. All right. That's Daryl the Squinty Eye. His height's exactly the same. He's wearing the exact same. He would be wearing the exact same dress. He looks bizarrely out of place in these weird pocketed Nagalisitu robes. His eyes are non-existent. His brow's too big. He's got this weird sneer that always looks like he's looking into the sun. It's him. He's come through the fucking portal. He's running towards you like outstretched.
I draw my greatsword.
It's like, finally, Scarl. Revenge.
Indeed.
And then he just starts laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's just such an honor for you guys to be here. I'm so happy. I never in a million years thought it would be me that would be chosen to play Daryl, but then to have you here on my death day, oh my God, it's such an honor. Oh, my family, I gotta go get my mom. I'm gonna go get my mom. Can my mom say hi to you?
Before he goes,
Absolutely. We would love to meet your mother.
I snatch him by the
Daryl.
collar.
Yeah.
And I just backhand him. That is so you remember your pledge to Nagalisitu. And then I pull him in and I kiss him on the forehead. And that is so you understand what is at stake. Shove him in cinder.
Oh, yes, now I know. I can think about that. I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to work today. I'm not supposed to work. Anyway, I gotta go talk to my mom. Oh, gosh, she's gonna be so thrilled. And he goes running away in what looks like someone has body snatched Daryl the Squinty Eye.
No idea how close he came to death.
I think he knows exactly how close he came to that. Would you perhaps like a fermented beverage? Because I know that I would like some meat.
So the Director General says he dies
a
today
keg.
and says goodbye to his mother forever.
What ill entails this death? It is
Yes.
obviously metaphorical, but
We shall record his Nagalisitu name, and he has died in the war to save us. Tomorrow he shall go with his retinue, and they shall leave through the portal. They shall find Daryl, if he still exists, in his fleeing from the armies of Newt before they came here and decimated Nagalisitu. The Lekeku shall kill him. He shall incorporate them. He shall use one of the various stories, depending on where they find him, of which he's memorized every possible scenario. And he will return to Vitria and take control of Daryl's keep, as if he never left. And then, based on the horrors he saw in the war that wiped out his army against Nagalisitu, he will urge Vitria to do nothing when Nagalisitu returns to the plane. In many ways, it is not a lie. Daryl Squinty-Eyed will have seen the wrath of noble people threatened outside of their control. He will rightfully fear them, and he will urge his countrymen, for their own good, to stay far away.
sidebar. I know the army got wiped out, but did he die too in that fight?
We don't know.
Yeah, we have no idea.
It's been chaotic out there.
He was kind of pissed off and then pissed on.
I mean, yeah, I know. I remember we let him in.
I mean, someone's about to make him die.
Yeah.
If he lived, would it
Should
matter?
he be alive when they find the original Daryl?
I mean,
He will be killed and replaced.
if he was already killed,
Yes.
would anybody notice?
Daryl the Squinty Skulls.
Where are my Lekeku?
Ah, yes. Do you wish the demonstration?
I do. If they are going to be protecting this Daryl, I would like to know what they are capable of.
Ah, yes, I shall arrange it immediately. So she goes amongst the party, and Daryl's like, Mom! The outsiders came! So it's like, oh, it's so lovely to meet you. I know it's new. So everyone's like tapping tablets against them and like always already kind of drunk and very happy to see you.
How many people break their tablets when they go too hard?
I think they're just full Monty Python at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to forget this.
Is this some sort of sacrifice you perform here? Are you spending pain to record this? Is that what sorcery you're using?
Nonsense. I do not. Oh, I don't want you to forget this either. Daryl's, well, he's not Daryl, but I tried to call him that. We've trained him from birth. We've a bit of a stage mom. You know, you understand how it is. Would you take a memory of us?
I do not understand this process.
Hold the tablet and then and tap it against your forehead, and it will be done.
I headbutt the fuck out of it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's cracked. She's disappointed.
Remembering hard.
There, now you know forever what he has given up for Nagalisitu. Just think on it.
Of course.
No, you think on it.
All right.
No, it's terrifying.
Yeah, no, I just keep seeing him come.
Yeah, you can see it in exact detail.
Yeah.
Like, you can see every pore on his face. You can think on it and, like, sort of move the image in your mind in 3 dimensions to see every element of it. It's disconcerting to fucking the extreme.
Yeah,
like,
but I can't modify it to see me swinging at him. Yeah.
No. You don't remember IDA. You don't remember your one true love's face, frozen in time that clearly.
Right.
It's, yeah. Scarl's sort of looking weird. Yeah.
4 hands. Keg. Now.
Keg?
Keg.
Yep. You can start drinking. Yep.
I'm going to look for the roast beast. There's got to be some kind of meat here.
No.
Horse.
They still don't do
They don't eat horse?
Why would they eat horse?
Go kill something and bring me half. I'm just starting drowning myself.
Way ahead of you.
All right, you've been given to just palatial rooms in the estate. Right. Yeah.
Basically, the plan is to play along until we can sneak out with Helena to wherever she thinks Carmen is. So, basically, dress up, relax, whatever. Just, yeah. This is not how I thought my life was going, but, It could have been worse.
So there's a knock on your room.
Enter.
A little boy comes in.
Yes, young one.
He's sort of dressed in not the frippery, sort of the monk's robe of the people serving the house. Great grandmama?
So, yes, it's like little one. What is your name?
Come. He goes waving and goes stumbling out of the hall.
How close are my rooms to theirs? So,
you're in different wings.
Okay, so I'll probably have to grab a tablet or something, but I'll follow him out.
Yeah, he goes waddling down the hallway. And
that's about as coordinated as we are.
He sort of points up at a candelabra on the wall.
Pull.
Yeah, a door opens up.
That's one. So, thank you. That's like, thank you. Reach in and find some candy that I might have had for him. So, yeah, go for it. Walk through.
Yep.
So, close it up. And is it a passageway I recognize?
No. The wing wasn't on the house when you were here.
I came through, so all right, just walk down. Keep it. Is it a dark hallway or is it?
It's a long stairway down. Yeah.
Keep it going. So until I reach down there, just spiraling.
So you eventually find a dark basement where you see a man. He seems in his mid-40s, sort of graying at the temples. Very warrior-like in his aesthetic. He sort of looks to you and bows deeply as he sees you coming.
There's no need. May I know your name?
I took the name of Mother. They call me Sai.
So, well, that's like well met, Sai. Are you here to take me to her?
No. You must understand how things have changed since you've left.
So, pulling up, I guess, the chair or something, if it's down there, it's like, please inform me.
We were disgraced upon your dismissal, left to molder. We were allowed to serve the family as we grew older, but it was years before we even knew we were part of it. Some members of the Dweenar caste still choose to think of us as servants that have been given to the family as penance for some great crime. But we discovered Mother's diary, which was suppressed from us after her death, serving amongst us. We built the house, and we have left these chambers for us.
Which wasn't supposed to be the case. The history was supposed to be, that's like, disseminated.
It has been. Cheska is appeased as far as the House of Dweenar knows. But we who serve, we see through the lies. You must understand, Helena. I know you did it for this. I know you thought the plan of Nagalisitu, but they are separate things. The madness that weighs on Cheska is too much for a mind to bear. It will snap. We cannot allow it to live. It ceased humanity millennia ago. You must understand. It is a devilish creature that must be wiped out for the sake of Nagalisitu. You finding that this stone-blind custom to Yvette's vision of farce and pretending, you are the one who saw that we must live amongst ourselves, and this is the first act. She is the last master. She will become like what they were. We have to eliminate them.
I agree, this plan is untenable. But I can't, that's like, but I don't know any other plan other than what my grandfather spoke of years, but ages ago for you now, which was trying to find the way to convince Cheska, Carmen, Mother, to it's like use the last of her power to that's like with her as to wipe the memory of of this experiment from all, to make sure that when it emerged in the world, it became something integrated and not a conqueror.
Yes, she has said that, but she speaks in riddles now. This is not as clear as it might have been in the time, but we do the best to remind her of the memories. It is still the task of the Dweenar clan. We hide her existence from Nagalisitu, but you don't understand. You must ask for a reunion. It is something that they cannot forbid you. Seeing someone from all of her past, seeing the outsiders, they must hold a reunion. And she will come, especially for you and the outsiders. But we wish to use the time to strike.
I understand this and your frustration. And granted, and also, if nothing else, for the fact that seeing of the daughter that I could not raise myself has already shown that to me and strikes at my heart more than I can ever bear.
We will be ready.
But wait on my word. I will let them know about the situation and let them make the final. And make sure that they understand the stakes before any final die is struck.
Yes.
But thank you for letting me know. May I ask one other favor of you? You obviously know how these passageways work. Are you aware of where they've taken the other two of the outsiders?
Yes, I will have the boy send you.
I appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
All right, so he leads you out of the catacombs, where the generations of Dweenar are buried, and you're taken up. So the boy leads you to the wing where Klingsher and Castor are staying. So yeah, you can knock on their doors.
Okay. So
hello.
So we have things to discuss.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So and go to the boy. Look over to the boy. please keep let me know if it's like somebody is getting near my room. It's like, and I will go back.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. Another piece of candy. Wander off. Fairly astute 7-year-old. So, we have other problems that I wasn't aware of. So, that in turn, it's like to make a story shorter than I would, and for full disclosure, there's the reason why I declined my role, or at least went through with it, because during the time, I found somebody just like my grandmother did within my grandfather. I decided to marry outside of at least the caste of Dweenar. And for that, they were to take my child away, but I refused. I refused everything with that, and I scarred myself to make certain that their magics could not hold with that. Or I made the agreement initially to go through, but as long as they kept my child within the royalty. Obviously, I declined that because of my own faith in this point. But that is something that hangs over any of my interpretations, no matter what the current princess says at all. But my decision ended up damning a portion of the family line, making them believe that they were servants. So, and only now have they found out their current roles, and the fact that they feel that Carmen is no longer capable of even producing the effect that we desire anymore. That she's gone so far into the madness of the old masters that she can't take this. And the only hope for maybe bringing her to some of her senses is to see a reunion with all.
Okay, if we do this reunion, though, we need to have a plan B in case she, tries to do something.
As far as restoring her to former things, that's not how things work.
No, I mean, again, that was never the plan. She was made aware that the release of the power to wipe Nagalisitu's urge to conquest would use her up. She would be done. Yeah. She would take herself off.
Well, if she can't agree to do that, or if she seems to be dangerous, we have to, put her out of her misery then. So
I can see if I can get at least the initial meeting there too, but we also need Forans and Scarl.
Yeah, we probably need backup for that. So yeah, send for them for a dinner. Yeah.
So I can at least ask for the invites and make those official too, especially since communication seems to be at an ease. So I will do that now. I would ask you to at least go the plan. You were outside of my grandfather and grandmother. You were the ones who knew her best that still exist.
Yeah.
So
I wrote the book.
I leave that to you.
So there's a knock on the door.
Mm-hmm.
This is the matriarch of the
current princess.
Yes, outsiders. Might we treat you to dinner? What would you like to see? One of the tactical theatrical shows, or of the children, or perhaps non-tactical theater if you are avant-garde? Or
I think that's their name off Broadway.
Do you have? I don't know. Do you do shows of siege engines or anything like that?
Oh yes.
Yeah. Something blowing up. That sounds fun. Doesn't it, Klingzer?
No, it's fine. Yeah. It's fine. Just Max.
Yeah.
Just Max.
Okay.
There will be many. The impersonators of you would be quite. It has to do a final show.
Have them wear masks. I don't want to see that.
That would be awkward.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll wear masks before they're remaking.
Yeah.
One must perform many shows before.
Yeah. Do there really need to be that many impersonators of us? I mean we weren't that powerful before.
No longer. Their line of shows has ended. They no longer need to do permutations since the violent sack of the Silver City, as you will have no political sway upon the return.
Yeah, no, I kind of figured that.
I'm sure they would be very glad before retiring their genre to give a final showing to the outsiders.
Yes,
what a great honor.
Yeah, of course. The least we can do for them is let them show off. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
You were supposed to call for a reunion.
Mm-hmm. So,
are you going to do that? Or?
For the would that be when I mentioned that? Was that supposed to be a full family reunion? So
he just said call for a reunion.
Yep. let's get everybody in there too, which means now it's like everybody else is in attendance. So,
The outsiders, do you wish for this, or is this what you wish? It is a family affair.
I mean, we're basically
they are. That's like they were family to Mark. That's like my grandfather when no one else was.
Yep.
On my authority.
Shall we invite everyone?
Sure, why not? Everybody. Just get everybody in.
Including the great aunts?
Yep. Everybody. All of it.
I see.
All stops. Go.
It will take a moment. It will take a moment to arrange.
That's fine.
It has been many years since a reunion.
I believe in you. You can do it.
You got this.
Maybe get those siege engines ready anyway.
We may do so tomorrow.
Okay.
You will have time to see the show.
Yeah.
In the meantime, a cask of whatever liquor
Princess-
you've got.
I'm afraid you might want to stay at one of the inns in the city since then. We will have much to prepare for. Here in the house, it will be difficult to sleep.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Yeah, I'll arrange whatever inn is nearest to that one
So
library.
she bows and closes the door. After a few seconds, you hear just a chiming bell go throughout the house.
For whom the bell tolls.
As long as their asses are chapped, I'm fine.
All right. Are you guys just partying?
Well, I would like to see the Leakaken, and I'm going to take them out for a practical exercise. We are hunting some game because I am eating meat. Damn it.
Oh, okay. So you don't want to... Yeah, that's fine.
You can hunt and drink. There's nothing wrong with that.
What are you rolling?
What? Game of Thrones, huh?
This peacock's in my sight. It needs to die.
Do we want to do stealth first, or do we want to just do fight?
I don't know. What do you roll?
I'll go for fight. Just I see something.
What do you have in fight? Give me a die count.
That large deer over there.
I'm asking a count of die that you have in fight.
Oh, sorry. 10. I have 10.
Okay.
One of
All
which
right.
is a hard die, and I'm going to set it to 10.
All right. Sounds good to me. They will roll as a unit.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Easy roller dice. Yeah.
Yep. You're still way better than them. You kill that animal.
That was 4 10s.
Yeah.
But how good are they?
They're pretty damn good. They keep up with you. They're running the whole time. They don't reveal themselves. They can actually do some stuff you've never seen done before, such as spearing into the ground and balancing on one foot and then sort of flipping around, using it as it's sort of like a one-legged stilt that suddenly turns into a spear and then a billy club. It's sort of dizzying to watch. It's kind of like if Capoeira went to Cirque du Soleil and got really high wire. It's bananas looking, but you think you could take them, but probably not all of them at once.
I am proud.
There's a dead animal there.
We're going to field dress this. We're going to take it back, and we're going to roast it.
So, Lord Forehands, what does field dress mean?
And then the knife comes out.
Yeah.
Easy education, give him a banjo.
Yeah, let's educate. Okay, this is how you eat meat.
I'm just seeing the Tywin Lannister skinning scene. You
Yeah.
know?
All right. They see that. Yeah.
While the plants here give much nourishment, when you're outside the portal, it's entirely possible you're going to have to live off the land, and sometimes that means getting your protein through something other than blood yams. Blood yams exist here, they don't exist out there.
We've all eaten the stones, Master.
The stones?
Yes, to train our stomachs and tongues for the savagery of the outdoor world. To be Leikeku, you must eat the stones, and they must be deemed good, or else you are beaten and sent back to training.
Burn it all.
We shall eat it and we shall enjoy.
Yes.
Who shall play the creature?
No one plays the creature. We have killed this creature. We are going to eat this
How
creature.
will its spirit serve Nagalisitu then?
In our bellies. Hey!
In our bellies.
It is for you to understand, Lord, yes.
We shall consume them as the dread beavers would.
My way is the old ways, I know. But trust me, we will eat as the dread beavers used to.
Might we attempt to play the creature, sir, so that it might live on in Nagalisitu?
You may, as long as no one has to die to play the creature.
No.
Your lives are far more
It will be a
important than
temporary role. It's not befitting a man or a woman.
This session of the game is called Damn Kids, Get Off My Lawn.
All right, you bring a corpse back. Many people are alarmed at the sight of it.
I'm thinking we're going to roast this thing outside.
Yeah,
Before we
it's a
bring
very
it in?
outdoor party.
Yeah.
So as you do so, people are, sort of like, all right, cool. All right. Who gets the first bite?
Scarl?
I just take a huge hawk out of the friggin' rib cage and just... It's fucking delicious. And I go over and sit down and sulk while I eat my ribs and keep drinking.
All right, there's a number of people that are, like, not tapping, just cramming the tablet to their face, watching you eat. Who eats next?
I will.
All right. Same thing.
I'm going to take a drumstick,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
because easier to hold.
Mm-hmm. Who gets to eat next?
Make all the Lakakans eat.
We eat the thing and together
I invite
we
them.
burn.
Well, actually,
Haze them. Make them eat.
I invite
I agree.
all of the guests who wish to
wholeheartedly.
partake.
Kill the pig.
All right, do you have lore? Do either of you have lore?
That's
Yeah.
knowledge, right?
It's under knowledge.
Oh, no, I don't actually. Yeah, I got knowledge, I guess. Base knowledge roll. Fucking it worked for Sean. Whammy. Nope.
I got nothing.
All right. The Likaken all began in voices that they didn't say with you, speaking in a tongue you've not heard since Vigia. You can't really tell what they're saying, but like it's pretty much like fucking A, finally, yeah, starving. And then they start eating. Roll scrutinize.
They're all cannibals. All of them.
Well, I got double eights.
All right, you can kind of see through it. So they tuck in like they were really anticipating a barbecue. You saw all their faces. You were skinning it. They were utterly disgusted. It was loathsome. Why would you do this to a creature that had no need to die? They're just covered in sauce and grease. And yeah, thank God we ate all this. You see their family members and other people around them that are just mortified. just like they just started eating a dog that they found on the road.
Dogs are rats now.
And just tucking into it, just getting after it. And you see the older people like sort of consoling the children crying. But they're into it, yeah. Daryl squinty-eyed sort of eats it imperiously. He finds it wanting. But he continues to eat a little bit of it because, it's not used to his royal cooks.
Right.
And they're all, playing their roles for you.
So we just spoke the wheel a little bit, and they kept on driving.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, they are ready for anything.
If you can eat meat, you can murder a king. That's how it works.
Oh, Lord.
If you can act like you
I crack open one of the bones and start like slurping out marrow. See if I can get them to do it too.
Oh yeah, no, they're all doing it.
Delicious.
I laugh hardly.
The children that are crying are sort of taken off to the side.
Yeah.
A smaller person is wearing the skin of the animal with the horns, and as a man just sort of pretends to graze. You see the animals sort of put their hands on it.
Yeah.
And whisper something in a tongue you don't know before they leave, and they go to their parents, and their parents urge them to stop crying, and then they get it together and they go back to play because that's what children do. That's their role.
Why am I
They go play.
Pathological. Fuck.
I'm
Like,
actually going to ask the,
shaping a society has unintended consequences.
So I'm going to ask the Director General, what are they saying? What are those words?
The children?
What are they saying to the children? What are the children saying to the...
The children have said goodbye to the creature. As a Nagalisitu dies, it takes a place of one in the old world. But until the reemergence, as one in the old world dies, their soul will come to rest in Nagalisitu to learn a better way of life. We shall exchange places one for one. And so the creature has become the man. And he will be there until it is goodbye and it is time to pass on. To kill without sacrifice is cruelty. But to kill should take something from the murderer. And in our society, it takes the man or woman who does the murder forever. It is a trade. That is as fair as this cruelty can be.
Guys, I knew you were gonna goddamn reference that.
What is the whole fucking magic system?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I did it for you.
I'm like,
Puppy girls all the way down.
At least
I
it
don't
wasn't
think
like,
I have the brain power to learn all these.
at least
rules.
none of their sorcerers had a daughter and a dog. That's
Like I said, puppy
You
girls.
were the one who brought that one up, so... Not me.
I already talked about it.
All right. You are given clothes.
Yeah.
Do you wear them?
I don't know. Do they look cool?
They're fucking gorgeous.
Awesome. Yes.
Yeah.
Glad you guys are having a wonderful time.
It's sort of like an elaborately embroidered poncho with
Yeah.
like elaborately embroidered gaucho pants. You're sort of like a moving hourglass tapestry of like, and it just feels like you're walking around naked. Just really fine fabrics.
Nice.
Yeah.
I still keep my sword and my axes, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Was I allowed to stay on the premise on the ground since?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, the outsiders vouch for you. Yeah. They can redeem your shame.
I thought we were being told to go to a place to stay outside the grounds, but
Yeah.
Oh, you are for that night. As you're leaving, you see people pouring into the estate.
okay. I'm going to go back to that library and
Okay.
proceed to make very loud corrections. Very pointed corrections.
They're
gonna go-
confused and scribbling.
No heroes, no gods, no masters. That's clearly what I wrote.
gonna-
Where's the original copy?
I'm gonna roll in a keg and drink and listen.
Oh
to
no,
it.
that's it. Like they don't consider you gods.
No, I was saying like in general, period. But yeah,
Um,
not us. I mean,
So I would be entertained by him doing that. So, but I want to drink while I'm doing that. So
Yeah,
I'm
there we
gonna
go.
bring in booze and just,
Yeah, if you want to like read lore, you could go full into the theology of it.
I'm just
Yeah.
literally just saying everything I've experienced through this whole thing. For the record, not playing myself as a good person.
Yeah, I mean,
Quite the
if you want to read lore, there's plenty of text about how you are.
I don't know. I'm
perceived
going to
in
be doing the same
culture.
thing, but not quite as.
But like, there is also a show being put on for you. Like,
oh, is that happening right now?
I mean, yeah, if you wanted to go into town, they are
Okay.
putting on a performance.
Okay. What's the performance?
Well, you wanted to see yourself.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, the siege engines.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. If they're doing the siege engines, yeah.
You go watch that.
All right.
I'm doing important things.
It's really fun. Come on, those books are going to be there. Let's go watch something.
No, they're gonna fuck it up
And
again.
I'm staying there because I'm prepared, and also
Here, take the books
asked
and
of
do
it,
it
but
while
I
you
want
watch the
to
siege
know
engines.
my
Okay,
daughter-
fine, it'll be a sideshow.
my daughter's
Yeah.
Descendants. So
he's going to take the
my
books to the
line that
siege
I
engines.
never.
So you're
got
going
to
to stay in the house?
Yes.
I hope it's like
also
a
this
monster
keeps
truck
me in
rally.
communication with the Van Helsing portion of the
Sunday,
group.
Sunday,
So-
Sunday.
Are you hoping-
All the ballistas you could.
Are you
want.
hoping for a Truckosaurus?
I am hoping for a ballistosaurus.
All right. So meanwhile, at the house, there's gathering. The princess is at the Grand Foyer Steakhouse amongst all of and then people gather there. They appear to be all walks of life, though generally well-to-do. The House of Dwinar seems well-respected amongst Nagalisitu. The princess says, Helena has returned to us from the grave.
I like how that's an
We have been told from the outsiders that she is meant to be here, and so she will be included in the reunion to occur tomorrow. There are like monocle drops in the. Oh God! I never. Is there quiet silence?
small smirk on my face.
It is our role to play. As such, he or she among you who knows the location of our great aunt, and then there is what. This shall be a grand reunion of the entire family. As of the gong, scatter and separate yourselves. He or she among you who knows the location of our great aunt must return with her. The rest of us must prepare for a reunion.
Now, I did have the information. Would I still have the ability to go to her, or would that have
Well, that's
changed
100
over the years?
Oh, nope, you have no idea where she's at.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just to be clear, the House of Dwinar is having a gathering. As a family. They're juggalos. They're fucking juggalos.
Okay.
I knew it.
That's a bit of a reach.
Wow.
That's literally the terminology.
I knew
right?
you hated me, but
It's
damn.
not hatred, Aaron. It's not understanding.
Okay, my mother is family. Are you calling my mother a juggalo?
Possibly.
Because that's stabbing words.
I'm just saying, like, you use the term gathering and family a lot.
Oh God.
There is one piece that you're missing out of that, Caleb.
Okay.
A family gathering of somebody who notably sets everything on fire.
Oh, yeah.
That's where we get
So people sort of like murmurly pissed off scatter in every direction. Like you can tell they're like dishing as fast as they can as they like spread to the cardinal directions. The princess looks for you there. I hope you're happy.
Not yet. I wish to. That's like to at least meet. That's like descendants of my daughter.
They are scattered amongst the crowd, treated equally as per their abilities. Though obviously, as all must be selected and cast according to their roles, they are unfit to maintain character, and thus they have been sent to serve Nagalisitu and maintaining the House of Dwinar, so that we might, those among us with untainted genes, proceed to serve our nation as is demanded. It is not a large role, but there are no small roles, only small actors.
So I know who that's there. Although, that's like the appropriate courtesy, and I will find that myself. And also, I prefer that's like original, not tainted, and just turn and walk.
All right. So are you guys going to see your show?
I am. Yeah, and I'm dragging him too. He's still bringing a book.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Corrections all the way down.
You're given a box in the grandest theater you've ever seen, which isn't saying much because you were a mercenary company. So you were really in the high living. Yeah, you were originally raised by beavers, known for their theater scene.
Yes.
It's grand. Everyone gives you a standing ovation as you come in to sit down. And then there is a man who comes out on the stage. He is wearing a large theater mask, which is it is a depiction of events. And he says, he gives a prologue in which he says, tearfully, please restrain. I wished to serve Nagalisitu, and there's like screams from the audience. You've served wonderfully. We here have selected for the enjoyment of the outsiders condition 438B, and there's much crowd like, oh yes, 438B, yes, quite good. There is much shouting. It's like, oh yes,
with special guest provision C28.
There's a monk behind you. Would you like to see the choice path for 438B?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Go get 438B. So the people run out. They return with a tablet.
Yeah. I look at it.
It looks like a root with like part of the root highlighted red.
Okay. Touch the red part? Like, what is it? Does it say something?
It zooms in.
Yeah.
And just a kaleidoscopic level of detail. You see there's further tinier roots that you couldn't see from that level of zoom out. It's sort of, you are a little bit nauseous because parchment shouldn't do that. But you sort of see it expand, and there's other roots, and it's like 430B, in which Klingsher and Castor, the sole survivors of the hunting pack, return to High Newt and interface with Nagalisitu's queen, the Queen of Newt, in impersonation, so as to explain the events of the previous 2 months in a way that is satisfactory to the geopolitical frame. It's like one of those titles that is like 18 words, like 18 paragraphs long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Cass, what are you looking at?
It looks like you in this. We're the only survivors of the hunting pack. We're talking to the Queen of Nustedia in a way that will please everyone. And does this say if the Queen has been replaced
and have
or
to
not?
burn the whole
Oh, yes,
city
you're
down?
in a queen replaced.
The Queen has been replaced in this scenario.
Are we
Well,
replaced?
do you click on the queen?
Yeah. Is the Queen like the
So the queen shatters out to a new route path.
God damn it.
Dead, alive, partially injured, mad.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
You can trace them as much as you want.
So what's 438B? Like, what's the state of the Queen in this one? Is it like
She has returned. Recently.
Okay.
From the battle on the high field against Vitria, in which Daryl the Squinty Eye was bested, despite his ability to hold the Lordless Bog at a choke point, which annihilated Newtstedian forces. But she eventually overcame him, and he fled in disgrace and returned home to declare war against Vigia, which is the true warriors of Newt, because they were holding Princess Sylvia. It's basically a giant geopolitical excuse for a world without satellites. It's like, here's why all this awful shit happened that had nothing to do with Nagalisitu.
Yeah.
See, here's all your leaders saying. So yeah.
Okay.
As you watch the play, it is performed in your voice and his voice in just alarming impressions.
Actually, I don't recognize it. My voice sounds different to me, so I'm not.
You recognize the big mask that is supposed to represent your face.
Yeah.
As this is low theater.
Yeah.
It's not been ascended to a tactical theatrical city in which the roles are truly rehearsed. But in low theater, they're doing an alarming impersonation of you. So roll scrutinize.
Both of us?
Yeah.
All right.
They get less dice for being in low theater. Their plot lines were retcons, so.
9s.
Is that a straight? That's a straight.
That is a straight. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So I'm just going to look over and go, Castor, are they trying to replace us?
I think they. Well, I don't know. Well, that's 3 10s, so never mind.
Look, okay. That's a good excuse.
Yeah.
If you could get back through the portal,
Yeah.
that might just work. We could have lives. We could It's like it never happened. We can go back. Everyone will buy it. That's a great... Oh, man, you never thought about that. You couldn't have thought of that in 1,000 years.
Didn't she try to have us seized, and then we wound up lighting the catacombs?
Oh, God, she's really pissed off at first. You spend an easy 2 months in theatrical time in prison. But, oh, man, when she turns around, it's moving. The parade at the end... For your noble, oh God, just furious clapping. You can't read. You're engrossed. Man, you're really noble. Like, that's great. You didn't know you had that in you. Like,
it's like watching a Let's Play of your own life before it happens in a different branch. Oh God.
Yeah, that's their culture.
Yeah,
their culture are possible tactical scenarios for intelligence gathering. That it could occur in the ever-present day in which they are composing theater for generations. Like,
yeah, Jesus, yep.
It's sort of like how Renaissance people were still riffing off the Greeks.
Yeah.
But like the Greeks were still around. Like you could be in England in 1600. And catch a boat ride, and then like really impress the shit out of Aeschylus, like because he'd still be around. Like, yeah,
he's impressive, better than I do. I mean, really,
yeah.
I think I just stumbled.
Weaponized classicism,
almost got killed. That's about the norm, actually.
Okay, well,
that's the part where we almost get killed every time.
I mean, what else is new?
I know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's creepy.
Yeah, I mean the only thing is that you're sober in that play, like the entire time.
Well, I was sober beforehand. Okay, after my entire family got completely fucking disowned by the country because somebody's girlfriend had to run out of the fucking wings. Anyhow, I'm not bitter. I am.
Yeah. Okay, well, I applaud them. Good job. Us.
I cannot wait for the heart attack that you're going to have when you see everybody who's part of my family.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Burn them?
No.
Please let us burn them.
No.
Anyways, so yeah, we watch it.
Yeah. So there's that. So the party goes all night. The carcass is completely consumed. The kids are getting on in it. They're like relishing how good it is. Like, imagine a kid that was a picky eater, but you put a gun to his head and he realized you would do it. Just really gets along with it. So sort of like a sad acting. And then, there's a lot of partying. So Daryl comes up to you and says, it means so much to Mother. Thank you so much for coming today. I'm afraid we need to continue my death alone as a part of my part. As Daryl would seek to have you killed when I assumed his role. So I would like to say goodbye to Mother at my grave privately, as it would be difficult to maintain character around your personages.
Of course.
Yes.
We understand. We will take our leave. Thank you for having us. It was a very remarkable celebration.
So he goes, there's like another 2 hours of like toasts and hail, and like people giving like, I remember when we were doing non-tactical theater as boys, and Daryl sang the most delightful and they're all telling stories about his life and how wonderful he was, and there's tearful goodbyes from his boyfriend and all of his family members, and they're eventually like Irish goodbying, glowing way long into the night, but eventually it's just at the grand ceremony to give everybody goodbye, they unveil in a graveyard off to the side that you notice that the graves are too closely spaced for because no one's in them. His name on a plaque.
Wait, you said he had a boyfriend?
Yeah.
It's terrible. They let these kids like develop relationships and then send them off in the shit. What the fuck?
Well, Daryl has relationships.
Yeah, but...
and they will be ended when he dies and comes to Nagalisitu. It's only fair.
Yeah, I mean, they have to give up their entire life for this. Like, yeah, this is like the ultimate sleeper agent. Like, Manchurian Canada ain't got shit on.
Yeah,
us.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, that's
Yeah.
It's like, no, you're going to grow up and you're
Hey,
gonna,
if
and you're gonna
Russians can
disappear.
fucking do it, Nagalisitu can do it.
Don't worry.
I mean,
go ahead and go fall in love. Like,
Go back to Red Sparrow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they do that, and you leave, and it's just the 2 moons, and he's, with his mother crying in front of his own grave, and then he'll be gone by morning through the portal. The Leikeku are wait there. They've already given up their lives. They thank you for teaching them to hunt. It will be useful in the world.
I will salute them one last time.
Mm-hmm.
Know that you leave, and I am proud of you.
They salute back, yeah.
Keep Daryl alive. But you know your jobs. You know your roles far better than I could say.
Yep.
I would say make me proud, but you do that simply by existing.
They sort of salute and hop on their stilts and then don't move. Like they're at attention, one-legged, like angry herons, like just taller than you and looking down and salute. Yeah.
Scarl, do you see those death flamingos?
I do.
Those are mine.
There you go.
What a magnificent flock of raptors they are.
All right. Yeah. So you could go back to the city.
Yeah, how far are we close enough I could ride to the cave where I had Aida in this night, or are we too far away?
The director general lets you know. Like, yeah.
Oh, they know about it?
Yeah,
Awesome.
they know about
Of
it.
course.
They only had like 500 years to discover.
Yeah.
It's fine.
They're well aware.
Actually, you're
of
right, for like a
everything.
week and a half. It's been like 200 years or so.
Yeah.
But yeah. She's under guard.
Yeah.
As is Lily. We may journey there if you wish.
Sure.
We're preparing a home for them in the monument.
The monument.
Yes.
Oh, the statue.
Yes.
Did we find out who it is a statue of?
So you headed in the direction that is not a direction.
Yes.
And so you saw the mask. Now, the mask of the other faces were just general acting masks.
Right.
Smiling faces, frowny faces, comic, singing, that kind of stuff.
Tragedy, yeah.
But the direction you have had in the non-direction, the mask is in the hand. You don't know what is sitting on top of it. The mask is clearly Yvette's. It is aged. It is photorealistic. It is carved in Mount Rushmore-esque relief. But the mask sitting in the hand off is that of Yvette's in the non-direction. The 12th direction of the 11 cardinal directions.
Yes. I mean, not really surprised. I toast as we drove by.
He did say he would be the Lord of Two Ages.
He did. Skull.
So you arrive. Ida and Lily are in the cave. It has been reinforced. Stairs have been installed. It is not the dank hole where you left them to recover them.
Yeah.
It is. You see that the special forces Leikeku are not all that is of. Nagalisitu appears to have a mandatory conscription into the military, and that there are some hard-ass motherfuckers outstanding in front of this cave, past the 3 checkpoints you get through to get there.
Yeah.
They have swords, but they also have like these like crossbows without crossbars. There's like big-ass sticks, and you can't see what's in them, like the tubes, but they're big tubes. They all seem to be carrying those. But they salute the hell out of you as you come in, and the director general, they check to see that it is her, of the director. She has, achieved greatness, and you can go down in the cave. Yeah.
Yeah, I go in and, I go have a tender moment with
it looks like she's in frost now.
Yeah.
It's no longer a solid block of ice. You can sort of see the outline of her.
Yeah.
She just looks frozen in a deep frost, as does Lily. Yeah,
I go caress her cheek. I touch Lily on the shoulder, nod and look at forehands, and
I think this is coming pretty fast. I think we need to get it the fuck out of here. And ride really, really hard. We're going to steal one of those fucking carriages. We might not make it. This place is going to drop like a catapult round.
The House of Dwinar has requested you for a event tomorrow night.
Oh, good. More parties, yes.
Yes. I am not allowed to go there, so I will have to bid you adieu.
As you are the Director General, could you not come as a guest of the Outsiders?
I have the right to rewrite their roles and write them out of the show, but I may not alter their roles while they're here. It is part of their contract, established since the age of Yvette. So they may not leave the portal. Helena's journey through the security was a great failure, and that director's line was purged. But she
went through the pay or play gambit.
So long as they are allowed to stay in Nagalisitu, they are given free rein.
I see.
Mm-hmm. So I shall part with you here. I have work in Vitria to prepare Daryl for his journey, and it has been an honor. I had never thought I would see in my life to see you.
The honor is ours.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. We will see you again. We are not leaving Nagalisitu yet.
Excellent. The carriage is yours. So you get inside, you hear her scream, and just a pants-shittingly authoritarian voice in a language you've never heard before. Just soft-spoken, quiet, just like a I'm gonna fucking kill you drill sergeant voice. All of the golden armored men and women standing around the checkpoints raise their crossbows without arrows, and there's just thunder in the sky. It's just a rippingly loud cannon shot from nowhere, and bright light that goes ripping out into the sky with tracers. Just and they just keep doing it as your carriage goes away.
So we have established that the death flamingos are mine. I suppose that the thundersticks are yours.
Yes. We've made it terrible. But I want one.
Yeah.
All right.
The whole place can burn as long as I get one of those out with me.
It'll be hard to say goodbye to Naked Justice. I don't know if I'd really replace her. I got the thing down pat. I could smoke a fucker at a kilometer with it.
Like Teddy, imagine Teddy
I know, I
on the cyberpunk future. No, I'll just take my 6-gun. I don't give a shit. Rail gun, nothing.
A motherfucker would.
Just give me a Winchester. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, this metaphor, like, that's still predicated as not body armor that's effective against 45 long cold.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
why the fuck not? It's a way more gorgeous weapon. Much more
All
elegant.
right. So you guys can meet back up in the city. The show gets out late. There's an after party because the cast has been dissolved.
Mm-hmm.
They're no longer tactical theater as a result of your return. And so they're partying pretty fucking hard. You're invited if you want to come. You guys can go hang out at a library. They'll open it up for you, but it's just very clean, lovely streets.
Yeah.
There are sort of boxes that move on their own that seem to clean the streets on wheels. You're unsure how that works. No one appears to be doing the labor.
Or jab it with a sword.
It's sort of like...
Knock it over.
I jump on it.
It sort of keeps cleaning the street with you on top of
Write
it.
it!
Go this way. I command you. Does it go that way?
No, it's still cleaning the street.
Does it have runes on it?
Not that you can see. It looks like a metal box.
Caster it resists. Crush it.
We need one of those sunny every day until they be like a caster at cost of Roomba.
All right. Well, we did what I wanted to do. We can
Well, this
go
is
to the
where
library now.
I mean, I've already made my corrections. Let's drop it off.
all right. Do you just want to go to the cast party then?
Did you even read the book?
I know what it says. I just glanced through for corrections.
I mean, it's what you said, except for all the parts that you didn't write in the 3 years.
I just mark those out and say, not mine. Not mine.
Well, that's not so much editing as like burning volumes.
Yeah, kind of.
They're discreetly organized. Yeah.
I just glanced through, said, "Yep, this is official. This is not." You know, that's
All
it.
right. He's just marking what's apocryphal and what's canon now. It's very simple.
I'm pulling up, fucking, you know.
Yeah, Newt invaded through magical means to blight Nagalisitu. It was a test of the gods that Nagalisitu passed barely, but they needed to, renew their faith and prepare for the day to come.
All right.
Only through the heroism of the outsiders was the day saved. They laid down the immortal play, the act that must go on. And they established Yvetz as the first director general to enact their vision, and then they left to continue their work for Nagalisitu. The Yvetz has written a sort of like Kabbalah or a Talmud, like for studying the histories, in which the outsiders are not gods; they are men. They are immortal, but they see time differently for us. And theirs is a history or a story of mere weeks. And yet their beauty is in that in a tumultuous time of constant change and fear, they have adapted their roles to be what is best for Nagalisitu, despite no training and no vessel. And it is the least that Nagalisitu can do with lifetimes to prepare for their roles to serve it.
Improv is the highest art form.
Improv is the highest art form, yes. It is tactical improv.
The original version is, oh God, I have no idea what we're doing. We fucked everything up from the beginning, and we keep fucking everything up. And every time we walk through the portal, people die. That's literally what I wrote.
So that's why there's a giant statue of Colin Mockery. I get it now.
So.
Oh, fuck.
Ryan Stiles is bigger.
So a carriage that's like a giant box you're riding comes barreling through the streets.
Yeah.
You see Scarl and four hands out of it.
Custer! Let's go! I catch him as we fly by. Yank him up into it.
Watch as it passes.
Wait, give me that greatsword. I want to see how much what they can do to one of these cleaning boxes.
Yeah, I mean, you can just vandalize the streets.
Yeah.
It's allowed.
Is this your version of taking
This is great. Watch this thing.
Give me that cleaning bot.
Is this your version of taking a baseball
So you
bat to
drunkenly tear
mailboxes?
through the abandoned night streets
Yep.
Yeah.
Firing
of the civilization you have bored.
Firing thunder sticks.
Yep, all right. Everyone pretends not to notice.
I'm going to be.
You've earned it. They're blowing off some steam.
You moral outsiders, it's every 1,000 years. It's cool.
Pissing on corners and vandalizing the
bot.
cleaning robots.
Fuck it, I say. Forehead's caught the best deal. They're huge, and these people don't eat them at all. He cooked it was great.
It was delicious. You want the bone?
Sort of like the Knights of the Round join a bunch of
There's
soccer
still some marrow
hooligans.
left in this thing.
Can I roll sorcery to see if they get stoned
Half an hour old.
buzzed enough if my ghost
was it?
actually appears to them?
It was like yesterday or something, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. No, we just tear
What are
through
you
town.
Yep.
I know where there's a party.
Party!
Wait a minute. There's a
No, the
party?
party's closed.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
left the
You know
party.
what?
Oh,
In my case,
just banging up the
Klingzer!
medicine.
What?
Come with us!
Open the door, ass!
Oh, yeah. Sure. Slow down. Turn this. Stop it. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, you're all going to have to jump out of the carriage. You have no idea how to stop it.
Where are the horses?
There are no
myself
Fuck horses. This thing.
We gave them horses! What did they do with the horses?
That's better than a horse, except for that we don't know how to use it.
That's worse!
here we go. You're buzzed up right now. You start hearing my voice right now. Scarl, you lost control, motherfucker. Finally came around the bend.
Yeah, so basically we go to the party and drink and carouse till we black out.
Yeah, you heard.
Why not?
You're found on the roadside, headed back to Dweenar's palace.
Castor is
There is a king's guard picketed around where you've passed out and soiled yourselves in the night,
Empty thunderstorm.
holding perimeter on the country road towards the estate.
This is like that. What was that city we sieged a couple of years ago?
Pull my helmet off.
You remember after we won that siege?
Riksgard?
We found that. Yeah,
that place.
Yeah, the winery they had. Oh man, good times.
They had that giant hole in their defense.
Yeah.
What are they thinking?
I don't know.
I'm glad they didn't think of it though.
Oh, fuck, we put it
Before we
there.
get to the estate, I am sure that my associates will ask for a bath and a change of clothes. Is there such a place between here and there?
Oh, they can do that at the estate. It's morning. It's not time for the reunion.
All right, we just recover and nurse our hangover.
Yeah, it's a long day.
Oversold this stuff though. This hangover. Banging.
Still wish we introduced hops.
It's still a very fruity liqueur. It's not great the morning after. So, what are you doing besides, probably vomiting and being sad?
Yeah,
They found Lily and Aide.
Good.
It's
How's the ice?
it's
Thin.
yes, that's a good way of
Like-
describing
like-
it for us.
Like soon thin or stand
I
outside thin?
think we really need to go. We should probably steal one of those horseless wagons. We can figure out how to.
Yeah,
Is that going to fit through the portal?
I don't know, but at this point, I wouldn't trust a horse or a leech cat to carry us far enough away from this place.
Oh, God.
It's gonna be bad. If you're gonna do your little conspiracy, you should
look.
probably get.
Oh no, that's happening tonight.
Yeah, I know it's happening.
Okay,
The
all
closer
right.
we get to the portal, the safer we are.
Well, we have to do this reunion tonight. This is the
Guys, we have to have a real talk when nobody's listening.
Okay.
Then you're
Carmen.
never going to find it here.
Yeah, Carmen.
Yeah.
And that's what this is a reunion with.
Oh,
What
great.
do we what needs to happen?
We need
Do
to.
we need a backup plan?
Did you see this thing? I hold up the thunder stick. These people are terrifying.
Do you have more?
All of them have it. All of my huntsmen have them.
Real no,
Dozens just at Daide and
genuinely,
Lily's
we have to figure
monument.
out what do we do? What is the plan? And what's our backup?
If they could push the reset button on this place, I mean,
Like how reset?
I mean,
Like
This place
no more
is a-
sun reset?
no, I don't want to kill them. I like these. I like what we built, even if it's a nightmare.
The problem.
It is a nightmare. Don't get that wrong.
They are a literal walking nightmare. We can't turn this loose on the world. But
I mean,
we
no matter
can-
what, we're going to go find somewhere to hide.
Oh, you already have.
No, understand something. If this gets turned loose on the world,
It already is.
we are on their side.
It's not over. It's not over.
It is a nightmare, but it is not a nightmare for us. It is a nightmare for everyone that is not us or Nagalisitu.
We need to figure out what she's up to, which is almost impossible. We need to figure out what we're going to do about it, which is also weirdly impossible. And what we're going to do if we can't do anything, or at least what we want. Sounds like a vague outline, I know, but
All right.
we've worked with less.
Our priority should be one. If we think Carmen is capable of doing the thing that Helena said she could do, then we go with that. Two, if we don't think she can do that, then we put her out of her misery, because otherwise she's too dangerous and who knows what she can do.
I still have these, and I hold up the glowing bolts for
Yeah.
justice.
So those are, I think, our two priorities. And then
How do we make sure that she doesn't defend herself if she's decided to keep going?
we can't. The thing is, we have no idea how this reunion is going to work, and we just have to hope that she can't kill us all at the same time.
The last time we saw her, she was more than ready to die, you said.
But she,
It's been
over that year, her mind went a lot of different directions. I wrote it all down. Anyhow, so
Yeah. It's been over 120
I haven't
years.
read it. It was allegorical.
there's a lot. It's a lot.
We can't plan too much. We just, because we have no idea how this is going to work or what she's going to do.
Make
We
sure
just
we're
have
all on
to-
the same page, though.
Yeah. If she can do it, we all agreed that we help her do it if we think she can do it.
Yes.
Does that mean we get wiped?
Ideally, no.
Okay.
Yeah. 2, if not, then we kill her without hesitation.
Yep.
One of us gives the gesture. It happens.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll have justice loaded.
All of us carry a weapon,
I'm always packing.
so we have backups in case something doesn't happen.
So what is the code phrase?
So around like mid-afternoon, people start knocking on your door and, saying if they could dress you, like prepare you for the reunion.
Yes, you can leave the
I
clothes
can
right there
dress
by
myself. Why? Why would I need someone to dress me?
The great aunt appreciates novel fashions. It would please her if you were to wear something she would not forget.
Huh. All right. Let's take a look. I open the door. What is it?
Well, it would take many to dress you. It will take the majority of the afternoon, my liege.
All right, sure. I'm still going to be able to move and walk around in this, right?
Limitedly, yes, until the makeup is applied.
Until the makeup is applied?
Well, I mean, not during the makeup application, obviously.
Okay, but then afterwards I'd be able to walk around.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be impaired in any way.
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah, sure.
All right, what's the most gonzo space age nonsense you can imagine?
Gold thread.
Huh?
Gold thread.
No. So I want you to describe an outfit that's entire purpose is, well, haven't seen that before.
All right.
And that is the only purpose. Not comfortable, not attractive, just, that's new. Like, that's all it's meant to make you say.
Okay.
Same goes for all of you. You are all asked to be dressed for the occasion.
I have an idea, but I'll wait.
Does Helena get the option of this now still being disgraced, or is she...
Oh, yeah. No, you've been vouched for by the outside. I mean, the people are very angry and sullen towards you, but they do dress you. Yeah.
So, the most ridiculous thing I think of is actually sort of part of a... those things where, like, somebody will have... a thing set up so that they have 2 puppets that move in unison with them at the same side.
Uh-huh.
So imagine a sort of contraption set up like that at the same time, but it's using their awesome sorcery technology to show me like split alternate versions of myself. So so every time I go, oh, that's neat. There's the one on my left that goes, ugh, and the one goes like,
oh yeah, no, that's great.
Yeah. So it's just
so you have a puppet show going on your shoulders.
Yeah, but they're different versions of me, just projections from other realities.
That's fine.
Yeah, all right.
This is where the Dweenars recruit disgraced costume designers from Tactical Theater and just really let him go nuts to please Cheska.
Yeah.
Who really likes to see something new, regardless. Yeah. What are you wearing, Scarl? It's a red carpet event.
So it's like, you guys ever seen that shitty God of War knockoff Darksiders?
So it's you've gone full Warhammer.
Yeah, no, it's like, and then some. It's like Warhammer, but made out of like pots and pans.
Oh yeah,
how big are your pauldrons? Are they spiky?
They're not spiky. I'm serious. Like, it's just like just random metal that has just been stacked upon stack, and it just and just a flowing crimson cape. Like, imagine like
full Warhammer.
Not even imagine. Like fucking Meghan Markle's fucking like train, like her 20-foot train, or whatever. Yeah. Or whichever princess.
Does it have
I
wheels?
had that.
No, there wheels.
No, it doesn't have wheels. I have to fucking lug
I would
it.
love to see wheels.
I have to fucking lug it.
There's also little floaty skulls that carry the cape or whatever.
All right, what are you wearing to the ball? Everyone tell me.
No, you go for it. I'm going to last one.
I'm going to look for a goddamn good reason.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. Critters that do not exist here, that have the white fur that is just bleached white. Mm-hmm. So I've got furs from knees down. For some strange reason, tights, and then furs at the waist. And they've somehow managed to give me a fake left arm.
Oh, gosh.
Made of what?
That's offensive.
Made of something silver. And it actually moves like a hand.
Okay.
I do not like it.
All right. I will say you can't control it yet. but it does just sort of constantly grip at the air.
Is he strange loving? Tell me he's strange loving.
But yeah, I'll give you a prosthetic arm that moves in disconcerting ways, made of mercury. It's going to be everyone will be taking tablet snaps of you. All right, what are you wearing?
And by the way, my cape is also fur and also white.
Yes,
and billowing in wind that doesn't exist.
A lot of life. Like, it looks like the darkness got them back together for a newbie.
Yes.
All the capes. A weird puppet show. You're probably the drummer. What are you wearing, Helena?
So, Helena has actually asked for a simple garment, to be cut in her grandmother's traditional robes, but in turn has asked for a material that was brought in, that was tested but never really fully developed, fully executed. That was supposed to be more of an invisibility cloak, but all they figured out is that it would draw in light and make things brighter. So it basically made her a giant beacon. So she will be walking in basically as
a Lady Gaga light bulb dress.
Yes, okay. That's like the holy prophet of Seer going through the Dan one, while having glitter spikes going down the scar to represent her independence.
Oh yeah, they really David Bowie that.
Oh yeah,
they make that knife scar you got escaping through the portal look very Aladdin.
That's like while jewels are going down the hair, just representing fire going down the hair.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Max refused service. He put on his old uniform with the breastplate and the sword and the knife and a trophy.
Okay, what's that?
Wearing the codpiece.
All right, there we go.
It comes back.
Thank God.
Yep.
The fans wanted to know.
Yes, exactly.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
Or you wouldn't.
Probably not. No.
I would not be surprised, but...
All right, so it is... They have cleared basically an enormous ballroom. They don't have money here. So this is like some full-blown, fucked up secret society shit. This level of decadence. The servants are basically like devout-ass monks. Like original seer, don't really go in for all this, tactical theater stuff. Cloistered secret society shit. The other servants are just sort of drably dressed, but all bear a very strong family resemblance to the royalty, astutely ignoring them. And astutely ignoring Helena, despite her literally radiant appearance.
And drowning the light from everybody.
Yeah. And everyone else is dressed in stupid costumes. Just various to a dizzying degree. Like, what if you blew up fashion? That kind of stuff. So, you can have outdoors. You can, hang out. You can talk to people. What do you want to do? A band is playing like some weird ass discordant shit, like that you can't.
Nice.
The time signature is like you cannot dance to it. It is
27:16.
Yeah.
Technically, now it's like 26.87.
It's you have no reference for this, but it's a little like Square Pusher meets Godspeed You Black Emperor inside of a Philip Glass symphony. It's really hard to listen to.
It's strangely compelling. I mean, so I'll ask what the procedure is. Is she just going to show up at some point?
Yes. Whomsoever learned the location of our great aunt will have retrieved her. Yeah. It is kept secret.
Okay. And so she'll just show up at any time. There's no announcement or blah.
We will know.
Yeah, well, I figure. Okay, yeah. Pretty sudden, huh? What happened last time?
She appeared in the room.
Uh-huh.
I'm told that by my mother. She appeared in the room.
And did she say anything? Did she do anything?
She was just there.
She was just there?
She was read stories from the Chronicles, as we are wont to do.
Uh-huh.
We told her things new. And
she didn't react?
She patted the children on the head.
Uh-huh.
She was glad to see them. She had to be cleaned
She was covered in parasites from the deep jungle. We don't know where she came from. But then she wished to be shown to a place where she could rest, and she was taken there. At least that's how the records read.
Okay, so she didn't act out or curse anybody or anything like that?
No one said anything as such.
Okay.
It was 34 years ago, but...
Okay. And has she ever acted out during one of these things?
The great aunt has her own way of acting.
Yeah. No, I know. I know very well, but she's been pretty, well, I guess.
She finds things that she has not seen before, compelling and comforting.
Yeah, no, these things are pretty compelling, I have to say.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's difficult to impress, though.
Yeah, no, I know. Okay, well, that's good to know. I'll tell the others. So, yeah, I'll let you all know.
Scarl, how flammable are these tapestries?
Feels like silk.
I don't know. They got these things up in the ceiling. I asked them what they were. They said they stopped fires somehow. I don't know how, though.
Why would you do that?
Have you heard of asbestos?
Well, if you live in a house, you don't want it to catch on fire.
Well, not when you're living there, but when it's somebody else's.
Well, it's not someone else's.
I'm thinking ahead.
Yeah.
After the last time.
Yeah.
I hate to be the one to tell you this, Max, but we are in the house of... We are in the house of Dweenaw.
Everything's on fire already?
No.
It means that it cannot be burned. They anticipate this because they know the aesthetic and they know that Dweenaw is going to light everything on
What
fire.
country was Dweenar from? Was he from Newt?
He was from Newt Steady.
All right, a Newt Steady and Royal, is played from the weird prog rock brand that is playing this thing, and
it's great that they got
and then you hear everyone drops to their knees.
Is that roundabout?
And then you hear a wheels.
Like a wheelchair wheels? Or?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Turn and look. See what's going on.
So a single man has brought in what appears to be, it's like an 8-foot tall sort of like Iron Maiden coffin thing.
Man, Carmen's become a freak since last time I saw her. I say that out loud.
I elbow you.
And then there's a doom.
Yeah. Okay. Are we supposed to open this, or does she open it?
So the man sort of opens it up.
Okay.
And so it wrapped in what looks to be like just decayed leather straps all over a 7-foot tall body, blindfold, bit in the mouth, constantly snarling, is just this like desiccated mummy creature. And he sort of takes out a knife and starts slowly cutting his way up a bit. And then its leg moves.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll go.
that is suffering.
Carmen?
The head sort of twitches to the side. And then...
I got a gesture for him to just step off.
Start walking up.
Yeah, I'll walk up. Carmen, it's us. The hunting pack.
+1.
I'm here too, Great Aunt.
You think you see a smile through the bit.
Yeah.
And it's like, please, Father put the straps on her. It was ordered. I must finish to release her.
Okay. Release the mouth first, I guess.
So he sort of like gets a stool.
Yeah.
And it sort of falls away, and you just sort of see the teeth just started gnashing at the air.
Carmen, can you talk?
Castor.
Yes. It is me. We are here now.
You're here always, Castor.
Yeah, they sure like putting us on a lot of images here.
I see you always.
Oh,
Is Dwinar with you?
No, his granddaughter is here.
The imitators, always the imitators.
Great aunt.
Yeah.
That's like, I know he only saw me as a child. But we had the agreement when I was with grandmother and grandfather on his last wish.
Oh, disgraced, the disgraced one, yes. Defiled, disgraced, wrong, unfitting our role. So delightful. Let me see. So new.
All right.
I gesture. That is Cheska asking to have her blindfold taken off.
Yeah. MVP is that guy. Talk about drawing the short straw.
Yeah.
So he sort of cuts her out, and her. You'd say her eyes snap open, but there aren't eyelids anymore.
Yeah.
The blindfold was pretty much it. Just sort of this skullish, drawn face. Last you saw it was, it was a couple years ago now, impaled on a stake as the overseer. Sacrificed them. But she sort of comes out and looks around and it's like, another ball. Lovely. Play. And so they all start playing.
Yeah.
Oh, Castor, I have envisioned you many ways, but not like this. Your sort of Muppet shoulders, like, both recoil.
Yeah.
I glance about the rest of the group and kind of slight head. Is this?
Has Klingsha died?
No, this is Klingsha.
Klingsha died. I'm just Max.
Max is right here.
Ah, yes. Oh, it is so horrible to move again. So, like, a daughter, like, is sort of cast forward, and she has, like, a book reading. Auntie Carmen, do you remember when, in the year of... And she sort of, like, takes this gnarled wooden pan and just swats the child aside to where she skids away. And she's like, all here. So soon. Horrible to move again. Horrible.
I start picking my nails with my poignard.
Yeah.
She comes up to you.
Yeah.
Klingsha, did you know that movement and sight and sound, there are holes in the sieve through which your soul leaks?
I can see why you would think
Everyone, you must remain still to preserve yourself for the work to come.
And what is the next act?
Yes. I shall paint. And the queen princess goes, she shall paint quickly, and all these servants go running away to grab stuff. Please continue the festivities, and everyone's like eating. You see the guy serving hors d'oeuvres to the family with the sort of gray temples that you notice in the basement. He's like,
look at Scarl.
I'll recede for a second.
Look at Scarl. Look at Castor. Flip the poignard a couple times.
So, actually grabbing Scarl by the hand, arm just like receding back with me for a second.
What? What do you want, girl?
So, that's like a moment of your time.
So, Cheska, what are you going to paint?
So,
everything. The only thing worthy of painting. Everything.
But you will paint it all tonight? Where will you start? What will you start with?
Okay.
What is this? Are you forehands?
I am.
This is...
Who else would I be?
This is... No! So she slashes at you, and your arm goes into a puddle on the floor. It's like, no, you're not the 19. You're the 20. Forehands. This goes away. This away. So she just sort of hisses, and the mercury... You never thought you could see it evaporate, but there it goes. Many people around it are sort of coughing, like one of the costume designers is sort of crying off in the corner, and it just sort of evaporates and hovers around the ceiling until it dissipates. It's like, there, dear, and she sort of runs these just leathery bone things across your face. It's like, that's my boy. That's my good boy.
Every scar.
But yeah, get Scarl over with the gentleman, find a corner off there.
Yep.
Please say you had a plan for this, because she is far beyond reasoning.
I had a plan.
Our plan was to get the spell, and if you couldn't do that, we make sure she can't cause any more problems.
But this is why I introduced you. So, and I forgot the name of the. Sir, did we give him a name or
no?
Okay. That's like this one is part of the law.
Illegal Van Helsing conspiracy within your family.
Yeah.
Guy.
Yeah, do the thing.
All right.
Go.
It's like, I'm just looking to him, like, how many of you are spread around?
Hopefully enough.
What is the plan? What is the ritual you have?
We try.
Try what?
To everything. This is the 7th reunion. This is the only one she has not traveled for the duration. She's been in that box the entire time, but I don't think she knew how to do that before. We will give up our lives for Nagalisitu. We will do what is necessary.
Okay.
Is it go time?
So, that's like, do you still have the artifacts that grandfather gave you?
If you made my weapons, of course.
May I see one?
I had.
So, our family that's like coveted in the visas. How many of these can you inscribe?
What is that?
So, the nuclear arrow.
We could try. I mean, some have practiced the ancient art of sorcery. Some have studied theater.
So, okay. Then part of this is getting these onto her as soon as possible to be able to transfer any kind of kinetic energy she is utilizing into these arrows to give Scarl his shot. Do you understand?
No, Scarl already has magic shots.
He has them, and you're also excluding half of us from
supercharging them is my idea.
Well, you don't have time to charge them, though.
Yeah.
We already have time.
Whatever.
Yeah,
that's why. And
also putting this
all right,
there.
yeah. So we're not getting the spell off. Okay,
No.
so
I think we're all doing that.
So they
juggle
are
time.
bringing out a bunch of paints and a large canvas. Yeah.
I will get. Do you want me to get her attention?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I've got 2 good ways to do it.
I have never had a problem with shooting a motherfucker in the back. I'm not starting today with the crazy witch.
So she gets the canvas.
Yeah.
And she's like, "This is too small for everything. We must paint everything." And so she throws it away.
Mm-hmm.
Roll scrutinize.
All of us, right?
Yeah. We're all scrutinizing her.
Yep.
Sixes.
Nope, nothing for me.
I'll have to wait till Peter rolls, but
You roll mine. How many?
actually 6.
Go for it.
No.
Threes.
Oh, 3s. Okay.
2 tens, 3 tens.
3 10s, 3 4s.
All right. With 6s, you're like, where did it go? I thought I saw where that giant canvas went,
Yeah.
but like I lost it in the crowd. With 10s, it went flying back. You waited for the sound to hit. You looked to where it would be on the floor or skid to a stop. She threw it away
Out of reality.
There's no window in here. There's nothing for it to go under. It went out of sight, and it is like you see people just sort of looking around for the canvas. It's not there. You all look back up. Did everyone who made it?
Yeah.
You look back up. All the paintings on the wall she was looking at as she did that are also gone now. And the wall is just blank plaster. And she has taken these pots with her large fingers and sort of dip them in various paints. And she is just furiously scrawling things on the wall in just, lines that make little to no sense to you, just sort of furiously finger painting on the wall.
Time to sacrifice myself.
I throw an axe at the...
I was going to say, I'm going to say, Carmen, use my brush. Throw the knife at her.
Well, I'm going to be throwing my axe too, because as soon as I realize she's painting weird symbols, that's a big no-no. So, yeah.
We are doing the thing.
Yep.
They're throwing sharp objects. Double fives, double ones.
Holy shit, 4 10s.
There we go. Fook. Hello, sharp objects.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not announcing myself.
So an axe hits her head.
Yeah.
Everyone in the audience begins to scream.
Yeah.
Because, oh God, what have you done to the great aunt? And then you hear just a horrific shriek.
Yeah.
And all sound stops after that.
Waving my hand furiously.
Yeah, no.
Fire it off.
Just with a flourish out from under the cloak. And
Yeah.
sorry it came to this.
I was hoping not, but...
That'll be 9s.
For one of the magic bolts.
Yeah, for one of the magic bolts. So.
Yep. So she's got an axe in the back of the head.
Yeah.
A large bolt pierces her. She sort of splats against the wall. And, she screams a name. And a man goes, "No, I must." And he goes up and he's like protecting her. And she reaches back and goes, "My blindfold, please." And she continues painting.
I reload.
Draw sword.
I got more. I reload.
I'm going to throw an axe at the painting to try and damage it.
The wall?
Yeah,
you can.
All right.
I'm going to bodily remove the guy who's protecting her. Just you do not want to be standing there.
Yeah.
No, she needs the blindfold, please.
Okay, well, I got 2 10s on damaging the painting.
Is that one of the servants or one of the family?
Oh, is he part of the conspiracy or not? Do we know?
No, he's part of the family. He's the guy who brought her.
Okay.
Please!
3 10s to remove him.
No!
Pick him up and pull him away. Just, no, you don't need to be standing there. Anywhere else but there.
Other people are running to defend her. She's not defending herself.
Can I shoot number 2?
You're going to risk hitting other people.
Okay.
All right.
At this point, as far as I'm concerned, the fate of reality is now at stake.
Yeah.
I
We
got
agree.
Triple 9s.
Okay.
So, grabbing the one nameless, it's like family.
You hit her again. She's not going down. She screams, do not let him speak. I do not wish to hear anyone while I'm painting.
All right.
So, speaking on there, looking at grabbing the service, how much power have you stored up in visas? How much?
I don't know.
All right.
What's the one that you were using?
Last bolt.
So she starts reciting something.
All right.
There once was a woman.
Yeah.
It was her job to carry sticks. She picked up every stick she saw.
I'm
She's still painting.
But the head stab, if I can.
Yeah. While he's running to the sword, I'm also going to run up. I'm going to grab using the horse or the bracer charged with death.
Oh yeah,
and try and slap it on her.
Still have that damn thing.
Well, Dunar gave it to me.
I know. After all this time, I love it that we still have the damn thing.
Roll scrutinize as you do it. Okay. You can do it. She's not fighting back.
While they're doing that, I'm just doing a quick one.
8s, yeah.
All right. You see that her eyes are clamped shut.
Okay. Magic lore. What does that mean?
She doesn't want to see or hear you, apparently, as all your voices and all your actions are made numb, except for the person that she asked her blindfold for. She doesn't want to see or hear you. You also look at her leathery flesh that has been compressed endlessly for years. As you slap it on her arm, and her arm just begins to decay it seems that she's still trying to move it as if it's there. She also doesn't appear to be feeling any of this.
Okay.
Okay, so you
I'm
just
trying
want
to
to
strike
hear
her
us.
head off.
Yeah.
So gathering up as many of the surface I can, find your visas, and seeing if I can actually take that power they've channeled into just pure sound and increase my voice to.
You might all want to scrutinize at that.
Scrutinize?
Yeah,
Nice,
or
okay.
lore or something.
I'm already going for the head, so I guess that means I set... Okay, for name shot it was...
8.
One
What
die
do I know?
and subtract 1, was it?
I don't know. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Subtract 1 and then we'll
Nothing.
set 1.
So I'll need-
Whatever.
3 10s on the scrutinize.
2 2s, nothing.
There, 8.
All right.
I
So
got lore.
she.
Oh, fuck.
So at your tens, you realize that she has made sure she cannot see you. She has magically made sure she cannot hear you, as she focuses on her painting on the wall. And she has ensured through years of bondage and imprisonment and sensory deprivation that she cannot feel what you're doing to her. It seems to be important for some reason. With your tens, you realize that ascending means being unable to die. And the masters lived for millennia in endless cruelty, protected from every sickness, including sicknesses that would end their lives. So what you realize with tens is she can't do this herself. And that if she catches you killing her right now, she's fighting back and she's going to continue. She's doing her best to kill herself right now. But you can't let anyone let her hear. So the guy that you're struggling with is shouting, "No, you must fight back." You got to shut him up before anyone throws a mirror in front of her, moves her, hears her, because she doesn't choose this anymore. She can't off herself. That's the sickness that is not allowed in. When you live forever until someone ends it for you. She has done her best to concoct a situation where she won't know what's happening. But if she learns what happens, she's fighting back. And she just dematerialized a wall full of paintings and melted mercury. So she's probably learned some shit wandering around the jungles. Yeah.
Okay.
So is it combat now, or do we?
All right. Well, I have an idea.
It is speed. You have to stop the guy who can yell because he was supposed to go get her.
Okay.
All right. So, idea with the visas that I've collected. If I could get those
Visas?
Well, the
Vives?
Vives. Sorry, Vives. Vives I've collected. So
you have a passport.
okay.
Yeah.
So thank you. But collected. Roll to increase and change my voice to my grandfather's and just have it boom over and basically have his voice from the heavens.
Oh, your voice has been magically stricken. You're all not talking to each other. This is all just you furiously stabbing and throwing things in a dead silent. You don't hear the axe hit.
Oh shit. Okay.
All right. Yep. He chokes to death. Yeah.
I'm sorry, do we not? Rest with your ancestors.
All right, so I think Lingzer was making a call shot.
Yeah, no, I think a call shot that was on her head.
Yeah.
With 2 10s.
Yep.
So
She's got one hand now. It's like sort of one of those speed paintings.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of arriving there. You can sort of see it now, and it appears to be a picture of her from before. And then you just sort of see these long fingers go scratching down it as it keeps on fumbling on the ground for paint. Eyes clamped shut.
glance back, quick gestures. What?
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Keep shooting and hacking at her, basically.
Yeah.
All right. Last bolt.
Yeah.
Make it justice.
Come on. Do it, Brad.
So I can go 3 7s or 2 10s.
Probably tens.
What are we thinking at this point?
I already hit her in the head.
I hit her with a whip
yeah.
You hit her with a
Yeah.
whip.
Nuclear bolt goes through her skull.
Yep. As you do, you hear the room erupt into breaking plates, glass, rending screams as just all the sound comes. There's actually like a boom as the sound that was happening all happens at once. So all of you are just like, oh, God, as it all ends on top of it. And there's just screams and shouts and like all sorts of terror as people are running around and, freaking out, breaking out of the ballroom. A few of the servants are just sort of standing there with like poniards and sticks. One of them has like a red stick with a torch and some sort of dangly string off of it. Like a few of the servants have, one of them has one of those thunder sticks that they've pulled from under a table, and they're all just sort of frozen as all of like the well-to-do people are just evacuated out of the room. Yeah.
We should go back to the portal now. Steal a carriage and try and drive it through.
First, we need to grab a couple people.
Who? Aside from
Can't
us?
take them with us. They come out when this thing comes back.
Shit.
That's why we're going out.
Yank my poniard out of the body and sheathe everything and start going along.
Yeah.
Grab a
I'm
stack
going
tray on
to
the way
walk
out.
over to her,
Yeah.
Mako Heedle, take her head off, if it'll come.
Her head's pretty fucked.
Yeah, you can take what's left of it.
We hacked it.
It's
and bolted
kind of
it.
irradiated and in pieces, but yeah.
Making sure.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Separated from the body, and now we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just shaking bits of stupid ornamental armor.
Yeah, basically,
that
yeah.
fly out of it.
I dressed for the occasion. I knew it
Only
was coming.
one of the two of us could have gotten away with it, though. So
Yeah.
I took it.
It's all right. I'm still wearing all of this vermine.
Yeah. Gathering up other ones of the servants and leading them out along with us. So
Yeah.
Do we have a horseless buggy we can jack?
Not that you know how to drive.
do one of them.
You
know?
could walk down the road.
I'm going to grab
Would
one of the little
Princess Sylvia
kids
know?
and just say, how
No,
to drive
those
the
weren't
buggy.
invented.
No question.
Okay.
The ones the servants I'm leading out from the
conspiracy.
the conspiracy Van Helsings. Do any of them know how to?
Oh, no, they were not allowed
Could
to.
we grab horses?
Yeah, I guess. Leech cats, horses, let's go.
Yeah.
We ride.
All right.
So you're coming down the road. You see torches? Like really focused torches in a wide array rushing down the road towards you.
Is it coming from the mansion or
Towards the mansion.
towards the mansion?
As you're
Get
walking.
on cross country, gents. Let's go.
All right.
Get off the road.
Yeah, we diverge away from it. So,
The moon focuses on you?
aw.
Like light from it from the sky?
What the actual shit?
No, they got the flying machines working.
Where's the wind coming from, though? You can't hear anything.
All right. Look up, see it? Yeah. What is it? Is it some sort of flying machine?
You see a big light. It's hard.
Keep riding? Yeah.
Keep riding.
I mean, there's another line of torches in front of you. They appear to
Yeah.
be surrounding you.
Without the buggy, yeah. Without the horseless carriage, we were kind of SOL on speed.
Just trying to get out, though.
Yeah.
So you do see a lantern coming towards you. You recognize lanterns
Yeah.
as the sort of torches are, shining towards you.
Yeah.
They dim, and you see the Director General coming towards you in robes.
Yeah.
My lieges, are you okay?
Yes.
Been better.
We just need to get out, in order to... We don't have much time to get out of range. They obviously need to be reunited with Lily and Aide, so we need to get back to the portal now.
I understand.
Yeah.
Do all of you wish to go? I've heard disturbing things from the House of Duinar.
Yeah.
We were contacted on their tablets. They said there was some sort of creature there?
It's gone now.
Our last gift to Nagalisitu. We've slain the witch.
Lord Yvetz was right. We all must wear our masks, but the adversary wears the mask of power. I should have known.
Don't punish them. That was, for following their ancestors' directions.
I understand.
Yeah.
Do all of you wish to go?
Kind of have to sit outside to wait for something.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not leaving these two anyway.
I understand, Liege.
Four hands. Do you want to come with us?
It has not been for me to question, but we've done extensive theatrical research, and there are few plots in which the world outside is kind to you.
Yeah, we'll come back. We have to come back for Lily and Aida.
Yes.
We will rejoin you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just can't wait 30 years.
But there will be unrest at that time. It will be the reemergence, and all our preparation, as best as we can make it. It will not be. It will not be a time without turmoil.
The entire time we've interacted with this entire country, it has been turmoil.
Yeah, we've had known nothing but turmoil our entire lives.
That is what I'm saying, my lieges. Would you like to not? You would be taken care of here. You could live your days and do as you wish.
Not yet. I mean, eventually.
We've come too far not to see how this story ends.
Yeah. I'm not going to abandon my comrades.
I understand.
We'll be waiting for you.
Would you wish horses to ride upon?
Yes.
Be better than leech cats.
I am unsure of the calculations, as this is ancient before history, but we have all further missions from Nagalisitu are of suboptimal theatrical importance, because we are unsure they will escape the lordless bog, as you call it, in time.
Yeah.
There is a risk.
Yeah, of course.
Then certainly I shall not delay you.
I mean, if we don't
have a different thought in mind.
Okay.
And this is what I propose. The outsiders will stay directly outside the portal. And as days get closer, I will also stay by the portal. I will periodically step out advice and step back in.
My liege, staying near the portal is unwise. The portal shall cease to be. The portal is the link. When it is no longer required and drawn taut, the mountain will be where the portal is. You must go far in a direction.
Instead of horses, why don't we just take one? If we can get one volunteer to drive us out there, that would be faster.
Oh, I'm afraid it's not time to reveal that to the outside world.
All right, fair enough.
How much time before Nagalisitu merges?
We cannot know.
We get out, we make for Daryl's place.
Yeah.
Hard.
Yeah.
We know it's outside.
It was a 2-day march. It's a quick ride.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We might as well change out of these then, too, if we have an hour or so to get some appropriate costumes, quote unquote. Yeah. Some food.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. So we stock up.
Well, what about you?
What are you going to do?
My home is in ruins, and that's like ends.
No, the home's still up. It's just got a
It's going to be awkward.
dead Cenobite in it. You can clean that up.
Yeah.
But I am in exile from them.
Not anymore.
Oh,
The
yeah.
outsiders said that you're fine.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
There's no more high Dwinar and low Dwinar.
Yeah, everyone's kind of in the shit hole.
You know that thing where we set foot in a place and it burns down? We just did that again.
Yeah.
At this point in time,
One last.
But if you want to come with us, you can come with us.
at this point in time, again, the life that I was able to cultivate, the daughter that I had, is long gone.
Yeah, if you want
It's
to come
time
with
for
us,
me to start another moon. And if I have to step into the role of my grandmother to make things certain right, I at least know how to act that part.
Yeah, that city's on fire still, probably.
Nah, it's been a couple weeks.
Coal fire.
Oh, well,
It's
that
going to be
part.
on-
Yeah, that coal fire.
It's a big city.
Not the rate of ash.
Yeah.
It's probably
But
gonna be a while.
and this
the
garment
whole
may
revolution
help
thing
with certain things.
finishes
So, but folding
materials.
that up and getting it and addressing
At least
it
part of
more
it is not
appropriate.
on fire.
Sure, granted.
All right.
Sylvia might make a roaring rare pack, but against her.
So if you're all going,
Yeah.
GTFO?
The Director General goes to you, Four Hands. I'm afraid I did not have time, but there is something you should know. The leech cats that pump your heart have grown sickly.
So how long do I have?
They have no fur, and their proboscis are dry, and they've become quite small due to inbreeding. If you stayed, we could keep you along. If you had a family, your heart could be sorcerously transferred to them. We could use the technology of our scientists to try and extend your life, but I do not know how long you will persist outside the portal. It may be mere hours.
Don't tell the outsiders that.
That's why I brought it to you. It was an honor to meet you.
It was my honor to serve.
All right. So you're at the portal. There is, a military escort riding with you. Mm-hmm. And you arrived. You're given horses, perfectly outfitted, very similar to even the bridles and the saddles that you wore last time you were here. Yeah.
I assume they have the clothes for us, too, so we can not be in these costumes.
Yep, central costumes. Yeah. Your clothes are real comfortable.
Yeah. All right.
Make our way up to... Yeah.
Salute them and ride through.
Yeah. Goodbye, Nagalisitu, until we see you again.
Yep. You go out. It's still daytime. You still see the dust settling from when you entered. So it's been a mere 2.5 days.
Yeah.
So...
we ride like hell.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's it.
Yeah.
You're riding real hard through the countryside. And yeah, let's see how this goes.
Ooh. And we died.
Nope. All right. You're riding. You can get quite far due to the Lordless Bog being largely tamped down and dehydrated. It started with your exploding fire. It continued with the hordes of imposters and army personnel running through. You see in all the distance various plumes of dust as people have been traveled around you. There are basically well-rown paths through the swampland that, though it was years ago for you, it was 2 months ago where it was, destroyed bog of pestilence. You reach about the end of it, and all of you, except for Four Hands, can roll scrutiny.
Sixes.
2 6s, 2 5s.
4 10s.
Jesus.
Fuck.
Jeez.
I see all the things.
You do.
Four Hands has, he's not riding quite as well as he was.
Pull up.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you, brother? We need to go. This thing's coming.
You're gonna lie.
Of course he is.
So do my 4 10s of scrutiny still hold?
I still got 4 1s. It's not going to be much, but
I don't know if
I'm not lying to you, I'm lying to him.
Okay.
Don't worry about me. I'm going to be fine.
We have to ride.
Yes, but I've always been better at leech cats than horses. Just give me a moment. I'll catch up. Ride on.
The others.
When Scarl pulls up, he's retiring. And right on. What else can you say?
I look back.
19, I'll see you soon.
All right. You go riding ahead as quickly as you can. Mm-hmm. Barreling through the fields that look largely unchanged. In the distance, you see scorch marks. You see the still somewhat tamped down campsite where the initial reaving happened, and brushed through it, kicking up, dead straps and broken spears from mere months ago that are left in the field. You're riding forward. You pass people on the road. None salute you. They're traveling to and fro. Are you going to tell them anything?
What would they believe?
Yeah. No.
Yep.
Hello, strangers on the road. A magical city is about to pop out any minute now. Ride!
Raiders are coming.
Yeah, I was
hard.
literally just thinking
Oh,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we scream Raiders.
I can inspire.
I can lie.
I got some sick inspiration at this point.
I mean, I can intimidate. What's the best?
I don't know.
It's up to you. What do you want to roll for?
I got a master die in
All right,
inspire.
go for it.
So,
Okay, go for it.
Yeah.
Can I write on this?
Don't write on that.
Triple sevens.
All right. Yeah, they fear and run away. Like, oh, well,
keep
Raiders.
Yeah.
All right, you reach the mountain passes. You are the better part of the afternoon of your riding. Oops, I should punctuate things. You start heading up. Your horses are not doing great as you have been pushing them very hard. Okay. So the horses start going up. You see Four Hands' horse sort of not keeping up on the mountain passes with you, and you have to go back for him. He sort of slumped down in the saddle, asleep after your long night's ride. Is anyone going back for him? Or are you going to let him fend for himself?
I go back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How far are we? We would look at a map. We know exactly what the boundaries of the new Nagalisitu is going to be, right? Are we still,
They were trying to expand it.
Yeah. So are we still in the danger zone?
You have no idea.
Okay. Do we have an idea of where we'd be, where we know we would be safe? There's no way Nagalisitu.
Farther away.
Farther away. Right. Fair enough. All right. Of course, I stop too. If Langdon stops.
I turn right back. Yeah.
So the horse is sort of grazing on a. You're getting higher into the mountains. It's sort of grazing on a small patch of land. You see Four Hands sort of slumped over his saddle.
Okay. Go to him.
Yeah, I ride up and shake him.
Healing check to see if he's what his status is. So, let's see. Threes at least. Yeah, 3 threes.
His heart has stopped.
I tell his heart. The leech cats.
Those bastards.
No, who knows how long that sorcery is meant to last?
Yeah. I pull his body onto mine.
Bring the body with.
And just gun it. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll bury him if we survive. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. It's a day's hard ride and night as you are, freezing cold, barreling up this mountain. The horses start really risking their hearts exploding. Are you going to stop and lead them, or are you going to push them until they drop?
We can stop and lead them.
Yeah. Because if we get into an emergency,
Yeah.
We'll stop and lead them, and we keep going forward. But
yeah, it's a risk either way. But yeah.
So, yeah.
So you're leading them above, and you're walking. You reach the part where you see the area right where it happened. You don't see footprints anymore because it has been 2 months, but you see the patch of ground where Four Hands discovered snow.
Yeah. Jesus. Keep going. Yeah.
Are you going to push until you get to?
Yeah, we're going to push until we drop too, until we cannot go.
So you're going to go up to Daryl's fortress and
not make ourselves known, but if we have cloaks on and stuff like that, then there's only 4 of us.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to be as noticeable. Mm-hmm. So yeah, and also we've probably changed. Obviously, they're going to see 2 people are going to recognize us if they made it this far already. But
which they supposedly were already.
Yeah.
All right, roll screw dice.
All right.
Everybody.
Two tens.
4s. 3 10s.
2 10s.
All right. It seems at first like you're getting loopy because You're starting to see spots. You're starting to see tracers.
Yeah.
In the night, as nights begins to fall, you're freezing your ass off, heading further and further into Vitria. But you see these flashes of light, and you sort of shake your head, but then you see each other shake their heads too. And so you sort of look down on the plains, and then you sort of see a shooting star across the sky. And then the moon sort of seems to split and move too fast, like sort of around itself. And then you see this other... and it's like daylight out there, and then you see this moon sort of spread out, and then you see, and then it's not great. So everyone needs to roll some athletics and dodge for me. Something to get away from awful things. Four hands, you're good.
There you go.
I'm glad I
escaped it.
Come on.
3 sevens.
9s and 7s.
3 4s.
All right. Let's see how bad it gets.
Any experience to spend? No.
You're experienced enough.
I'm just saying, I've got 3 sevens. I should be, hopefully alive.
Yeah.
Okay. We've got... Wow, doing pretty good. So what's everybody's width?
2.
3.
Okay. So 2, what's your height?
9.
All right. A bunch of the horses don't make it, but you guys are okay. As just the earth starts violently shaking, rocks start pouring down amongst you, and you try and dodge, and you get to where you can get under something sturdy as the horses, like one goes careening over the side of the mountain, as just giant boulders come around, and you're just clutching your ears. It's the most deafening thing you've ever heard. The wind is just a gale throwing you against the stone of the mountain, and it is just the worst nightmarish storm you've ever heard or been through. And then, as you look up and the dust clears, you've been walking along a mountain pass with a sheer cliff on your side, and you are now, let's call it 15 feet above a sheer cliff of what appears to be different stone, though geologically aged at this point, millennia from the stone it was separated with, that just sort of intersects with it. And on your snow, you look on that mountain and see the snap tree bark plants and trees of Nagalisitu in a jungle mountain that is now just basically conjoined and piercing up towards the sky on the other side of this pass that was a sheer cliff down in the plains of the Lordless Bog.
Mountain's giant hairy balls. That was close.
Well, guess we can turn around now.
I guess we can.
You can't. The road is gone.
Yeah.
Big parts of it are... You could slide down to the jungle and journey through it to a peak of some sort.
Yeah. We'll do that.
I bury 4 hands with double 9s.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say, let's get him onto the actual soil.
Yeah.
Yep.
They could work.
The soil of Nagalisitu is much more supple than the shale of Vigia.
Yeah. We'll get him down into the jungle and bury him there.
Yeah.
And say our words. The great. No offense, Carl, but he was the greatest fighter I'd ever seen. Yeah. But
hell with one of those little catch spear things.
Yeah.
All right. You climb the jungle mountain now. It is bizarre. The temperature, the air is wrong. Like you are seeing from the mountaintop tornadoes, storms, like all sorts of terrifying lightning and geometric pressure. At least you're not seeing 2 moons and like sun zipping by anymore. But you're in like a humid jungle that just got blasted instantaneously up to thin atmosphere levels, and nothing knows what's going on. The life,
So it's Missouri weather.
yeah. The life signs in the jungle have gone completely quiet. You eventually climb to a peak. You see the cities of Nagalisitu. What you would still regard as the interior. There are, who knows what has been taken and left on the old world, or who amongst them were not in the borders as you spread out across the alien continent. But you can tell where the capital is because above you there is a enormous statue, 12-pointed statue of Yvette's staring out in sort of a kingly disposition in each direction. His facial expression remains the same, but his mask in his hand remains different, with the exception of the one facing the no direction past the estate, the theater city of Vigia, the one that you saw that where his face was the mask, and then you see the mask of what Cheska became, a grim death rictus facing outward with Yvette's mask removed.
The other side. Yeah.
Like you do.
Yeah.
You start walking. You find a road. There is, you find people in it. Speaking. You find the tablets. Things don't look that different. They're speaking in a language you can't understand. Eventually, there are thinner carriages that men ride like horses, that move themselves and make a ruckus, and they come careening down the road as people begin speaking their strange language in the tablet as you walk towards the capital. And they have a larger carriage and sort of gesture for you to enter it.
Do you know us?
Clipsy, yes.
Good enough.
All right. Fuck it.
Yeah. We'll go.
The dogs are killing me.
You go riding through. As you get to the city, you see arrayed in silence, people, dressed in their best. The soldiers with, even more advanced thunder sticks from we've seen before, arraying the streets to hold back the enormous crowds. As you are led around the city and up towards the cave, in which you left Lily and Idea, in which there is a large sort of onion-shaped building made of white stone concocted around the outside of it.
Okay.
No, it was a shelter to make sure they'd be okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all right.
Get in there.
Yeah. Right. What do we find?
So there's a person waiting outside. Scarl
Yes.
is Schirkling.
Max, yeah, it's fine.
Inside there for you there are the ice people. Swibia love you. No Nagalisitu. Swibia love you. Very scare from move trance. So no Nagalisitu, only you. They scare inside.
Makes sense. All right.
Yeah. Director General. Where?
See?
Yeah. Forget it. Go inside.
Yeah.
You go inside. You see two women confusedly sitting on what looks to be mausoleum plinths erected for them. Sort of terrifyingly look around. They're still dressed in the clothes that you saw them in 3.5 years ago, when they'd first been pulled through and been living in the slave revolt of Nagalisitu for a year or so before you found them. You look crimped and different, and you are battle scarred and in the regalia of the immortal general of the Legion of Nagalisitu.
Yeah.
Castor, you're out there with Helena, just waiting.
Can you understand them any better?
Can I?
Nope.
It's not my language or whatever was maybe translated.
It's new tongue. You get hints of it but man, that's very different than the new tongue you learned in school.
Wait, so how long were we out there before between when we
Maybe a day.
like
Two and a half days.
2.5 days? So like
60 some odd years.
50 to 60 years, something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, the language changed quite a bit.
Yeah. It's a big jump.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
you don't talk like people did in the 1940s, hey, buddy.
yeah.
Try and go back to the Depression and try and explain tea or like lulls or anything.
Yeah. No, I understand. I'm just they also didn't learn our language, so clearly don't feel like the need to imitate people.
Well, they weren't imitating people anymore. The imitators were already left.
Yeah,
that was not part of what they needed to do.
Okay,
they needed to be their own country.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that makes sense. So we need to learn their language. So, Helena.
So I figure we'll fade out here because this is where a new campaign begins. So what's the last thing you want your characters to say to Lily or IDA? Deeply confused, or say goodnight to Nagalisitu before a new world begins.
Yeah.
Quietly explain to Lily, real quick version what happened. The quick version is we were asleep for a long time. A lot of fucked up things happened. We should leave.
Okay.
I wax a little more poetically about dreams and nightmares and stuff, but
I thought that's okay. Technically, we switched places from when they first went to sleep.
About it.
And my plan is, if she's willing to come with me, get as far the fuck away from Nagalisitu as possible. Settle down somewhere where there's a lot of shepherding going on. Raise some nice shepherd dogs.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's fair.
Nice quiet life.
Are you immigrating or trying to get the fuck out?
I think Scarl's going to try to immigrate.
Yeah.
All right.
You're going to stay behind? Or stay here, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to try and figure this out. And see if maybe I can make a positive impact for the world I wanted to see.
Mm-hmm. You know, Helena, I realize now that we've both been through a lot.
I think that's a giant understatement.
But, I mean, we've made some friends here at least. Then I guess I still haven't seen the rest of the world. And neither of you, obviously. I mean, I feel like traveling. What about you? Let this place settle down a little bit.
Look over, so it's that to the gentleman who was that time. I tried to do as much as I can for the pigeon's newspeak that I know. It's like trying to ask him, are the Dweenars still around?
Yes.
Are they okay?
Yes.
Okay. So tell them their prodigal daughter will come back to visit them soon.
Yes.
That's not really reassuring.
Yes. Yeah, just take his hand. Yes. So I think it's time for us to see the world.
Yeah. All right.
Buddy road trip.
Yeah, exactly. So
you want to go yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So that was Nagalisitu. Your 7 adjoining kingdoms around an impassable swamp now have to deal with a extremely advanced but small city-state that has co-opted all of their political systems.
Deal with it.
Yeah.
Like it.
So yeah, that was Nagalisitu. Questions, comments, reactions, all that kind of stuff.
No, I really enjoyed it. This
that was
quite,
a lot of fun.
a lot of fun.
So the one thing that I'm most curious about, and I know you said the possibility of a later episode on this, but what were some of the paths that we could have defined instead?
I need a computer for that.
There's a book.
So it really depended on an order. So, like, where did you deviate from the order? You were currently at... so the last one is not interesting. So after you install the 4th thing, since there's no crisis for it, it's not interesting. So whatever that is, if you want to stat out Nagalisitu, you have 5 additional points. Since you had them derived from oligarchs that trades 1-to-1 for treasure. So if you want to, you could just max out their treasure to 5, and then you'd have 2 more points. And then they trade 2 to 1 in another thing. So you could max out your treasure, and then add 1 more to a different point, and that would be Nagalisitu's final stats, basically. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Probably might, considering how nasty that got.
Might's pretty weak right now. It's only a 3.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, 6 treasure and might 4 would do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really the order. Your current order was you went from. Sorry, pulling up my spreadsheet.
Yeah, education, religion.
Because you went education, which was Enlightenment thinking. Then you went to Philosopher Kings. That was the society you fucked up. Because if you ascend someone, there is a crisis that you always have to deal with ascending someone.
Yeah.
Had Cheska seen or known that you were killing her, which she would have done had you not spent 3 years reminding her who she was. So basically you managed to convince her to commit suicide as best she could, because she wasn't allowed to self-harm as a disease that is part of magically. So she would have found a new way to cure Nagalisitu and gone apeshit, in which case I had her statted up as an enemy of awful scale. So it would have been you leading a horde against one angry sorceress. But you did convince her to give you a chance by, making sure she couldn't see what was happening. So she sort of assassination of Jesse James you. So then you got to BCD, and since you guys wanted to stay inside after the choice I gave you that I did not anticipate happening, but you went after it. So you saw the beginnings of the Master Tactician, and the crisis for that is the coup plot. And most crises at the tripartite stage, where you have 3 things, get a little too big for most PC groups to fully solve, which is sort of the principle of the campaign, because you begin as colonizers, literally, and you end as colonized, drastically technologically inferior to a different organization. But basically, I have 4 elements. I don't know if they'll get published as this, but A, B, C, and D, and then up to the 3rd element, your order matters. So had you done something else? So, what were you thinking about doing originally?
Originally, we were going to do economy first.
I wanted economy.
All right, so that's an oligarchy, and their primary crisis is corruption. You taught them everything. You assemble them as people, then teach them about money. It's not a great way to inspire a spirit de corps. What do you want to add to money?
Religion. Let's follow.
Oh, money, religion's good. So,
I was thinking
money and religion is plenary indulgences. So it's the church, and you can pay to forgive yourselves of your sins. So that crisis is revolt. A bunch of angry ass peasants are
maybe
pissed.
nail some rules to a door. Nah, that would never work.
Yeah, basically. And then if you solve the revolt, what did you add to your?
Military was our 3rd.
All right, so ACD would be a rigid caste system. So they have recovered from the plenary indulgences by taking the church vassals that have fully my job is to put the left robe on the bishop, and my job is to put the right slipper on the bishop. They have done to rigid caste systems, and people don't like that, and so that's terrorism. So that is an insurgent from the underclass that are real tired of that shit.
Yeah.
And that's what you deal with there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. I like it.
Yeah.
Whereas if you went ACB, you've established the age of reason.
Yeah.
And the way they get over the revolution of the plenary indulgences is they come up with a 2-state solution. So there is an agnostic atheist Nagalisitu and a religious Nagalisitu. They hate each other and barely contain each other's loathing for each other and have rigid borders. So you would have thrown 2 countries into the new world. So...
Could have gone worse.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's a fascist empire in here. You could have just made, the fucking guys from Chronicles of Riddick that are like, purge the old world. All will be Nagalisitu. And then the Crisis is like, we gotta close this fucking portal. Oh shit.
We made the pack.
We made 40K, guys.
Mad Max.
Didn't you say
spewing
there
out
was
of the
one
portal
where it's like a
after we're done.
steampunk robot thing, or like robot? They find...
Oh yeah. So if you do Enlightenment first, and then you add military, the military guys are like, "Fuck all this namby-pamby shit. You need to be doing engineering." And so they're just like, "Yeah, the reemergence coming any day now, even though you're like literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years away from it." So they just start building giant war machines. So the crisis of that one is one gets loosed. Like, hey, we found this in a master villa. It just keeps generating electricity. So we hooked up this giant rotating spider blade mech thing. And then they turn it on, and it's like rampaging through the city. So, like,
child soldier and some shit. I mean, get in the robot.
yeah, some real,
Getting the robot Shinji.
So that's BD, I believe. No, it's DB. Yeah, it's DB.
Yeah.
That's military first, and then you do
Enlightenment.
then you do Enlightenment. But then after that, it could go. So it's DBC. So DBC is they tame down. They stop building war machines just for war machines, and they realize that you build machines to help humanity, and machines are the translation of God. You know, men serve God so that God may serve them. And the translation is through machines and technology and automation. So they're tech animists. They worship technology. They automate the shit out of everything. And the problem with that one is that people outside the portal discover them and start asking them for shit. So they build a cargo cult in the old world. So they start dumping like massively. It's like, oh, we are so sick. It's like, well, you guys have water sanitation? They're like, what is water sanitation? It's like, oh, here, just hook this to the well and you'll be magically cured, as far as they know. And so there's a bunch of peasants outside the portal. It's like, please, portal god, save us. And it's like, yeah, I mean, we just give them our trash and they're like thrilled for it. So the main problem there is like, there's a horde of, bespotted peasants that are going to be standing right where the mountains reappear. So that would have not gone great. And then that is DBC. If you go DBA, so you add economics to the war machine guys, they become a neutral proxy power. So they basically just start selling tanks to whoever comes to the portal and asks for them. Sure. So the problem there is not in Nagalisitu. You've basically blown up the entire political framework of the world. So like, Newt invades the Silver City with like dragon machines and like somebody, basically just start dumping weapons to the portal because they're like, yeah, it'll be fine if they all are fighting each other by the time we get there.
Daryl has Panzer X's rolling.
So they basically become America. Just like, you want weapons? Okay.
Yeah. Or Russia.
It's
a Cold War thing.
Yeah.
Who wants a dirty ball?
They start supplying both sides of it.
Yeah. Nice. All right.
And there's 24 of those.
Yeah.
So.
For all you listeners out there, let's hear about your Nagalisitus whenever you get the book.
Yeah. I would happily run this again.
Yeah. All right. We'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.